We live, people. We live. We live. We back in the buildings. Hey,
Yeah.
my apologies, people, for being late. But I had to take my son to the orthodontist, and so that's what I was doing. That pushed me back, man. Pushed me back. Pushed me and the brother Clay back, man.
It be like that sometimes, man. Priorities, man. We gotta make. We out here for a reason. We ain't gonna throw those reasons to the side to come out here and give y'all content. We doing the content for a reason, bro. Sometimes you lose the. What do they say? You can't see the woods for the forest.
You can't see the forest through the trees.
Yeah, through the trees. Yeah, because you get the lot losing the reason you out here. Mm-hmm. It's for your son to be able to hit that orthodontist. You know what I'm saying?
Hit the orthodontist.
Make sure them choppers is on point. Make sure them choppers is on point.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He had to get the choppers on point, man.
Listen, I'm sure there's good money behind those choppers, man. We're gonna make sure we them things is what they supposed to be. Spend too much money for them not to be.
It's funny because they was checking obviously to see if he need braces, right?
Right.
And he's like, "They gonna do it today?" I was like, "Nah, I don't believe so, but hope not, because that means I ain't going live if they do."
Right. That's it.
You know
well, you go live, bro. You just went live in the emergency room. You might be right now. I can see you right in that dentist lounge, like, yeah, man. So
I'd have made the adjustment, but you know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, people, we got some news today. Yeah, we got some news. Jamal Rogers said, "Blue, you switching up your narrative, bro. We can't even start. We're not even 2 minutes in.
We get into the narrative. Damn.
Hey, what narrative am I switching? Jamal Rogers, what narrative am I switching? Go ahead and tell us.
Just asking for a friend.
We're just asking for a friend.
Just asking for a friend.
We're just asking for a friend, Jamal Rogers. So go ahead and tell us. We ain't even say 2 words, but he's talking about we switching up the narrative. Go ahead. What narrative did we switch up?
Yeah.
Why you think about the narrative?
Give us the narrative to switch up. How about that? Give us the narrative and we'll switch it up for you.
Right.
Let's start off with that.
That's amazing, man. Salute to the brother 8 in the building.
Diabolical.
Marco Bolivar in the building. Via Ferreira. James. D-Boy Dev. Boxing Guru TV. Ruben Perez. DeMarcus Martin. Monty Norman. Eastside Easy. Big Tim 45. Lucky Showtime. Via Ferreira. Monda Mansa Musa LLC. Jeff the producer. What's up, my peoples? Willette Strong, peace of blessings to the queen. She in the building. Malik I, New York Giants in the building. The GOAT 95. Travis Givens. Choctaw Montana 808 in the building. Jerry 216 Robinson. Money Hamilton. What's up, family? Get Money Kane's gaming channel. It said drop that link today.
Oh man, they've been preparing, bro. They've been preparing.
But funny part is, right, Clay? We've been dropping the link every day.
I know. Like he don't know what's coming up. He like drop it now. All I heard was and that boy been running up and down the step. You know what I'm saying? He been running to the city. He's up on the side of the beef. You know what I mean?
He getting his wind up. Troy Allen in the building.
Running like
Enzo
5 miles
88. Enzo 88. T Stone. Mad Max. Straight Gate Trey. Derwin Masendon. Donnie D 1954 Triple OG in the building. Nate Johnson. Antonio Guerrero. What's up, family? What's up? AZ in the building. What's up, family? What's up? So we got a lot of boxing news for me and the great brother Clay. And go subscribe to my brother Claymore Rain. He in the building. Go subscribe to Claymore Rain. Link in the building. Link in the chat. Brian Powell, Arise 12 Tribe. What's up? We got a lot of boxing news to get in.
Oh yeah, man. A lot, and some perspective on it too, because I'm sure the context has been. I know the context has been over. That's probably why the homie want to jump up here so fast. Probably got some context to put to it, but let's talk about it.
Yeah. See, he says so. Now Tank didn't duck, huh? Never said he didn't duck. You didn't read. Reading
starting already.
Hey, Clay, what they say? Reading is fundamental.
100%. That was back in the day when it mattered. Nowadays they got audiobooks, Blue.
Right.
So
he didn't even read the title.
Right. He
King
said it wasn't. You didn't put it in audio book form, bro. It's your fault.
Yeah. He didn't even read the title. Thought he had one. Country Q Deuce 5. What's up, family? You gonna live a long time, man. Yee Hunter, what's up? Jay Lynn, the beautiful queen. She's in the building. See, here's the thing, right? Lionel Wilson, what's up, family? Big Dog 913, what's up? Mad Max, Sham Allah, what's up, family? H Dub is in the building. So you didn't even read. See, this is how we all get him every time, right? He didn't read what was said. He assumed, oh, so now you're switching it. I didn't switch up nothing. What I'm talking about and addressing is what people are trying to assume that because he guaranteed $5 million and I guess he's going to get back-end pay-per-view money to fight Joe Cordina, that is an indication that he was ducking. Whoops. Sandy McIntyre, salute. The real crazy 504 boy. What's up? Race Pacer. What's up? Geo James Khalil 98. What's up, family? So he thought he had one, Clay. Brandon Broussard, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub. Honest in the super chat. 5 million to fight Funky Cole Medina. Say less. 100. Salute, Unc and Clay. Salute to you, nephew.
Salute to you, Brandon. Salute, family.
Salute to Brandon Broussard, dropping that half a dub. Honest in the super chat. So Clay, what me and Clay was just talking for like an hour. What's up, family?
He definitely was.
And as a matter of fact, longer than an hour.
Right. It
the
was
whole time.
That's what I said about, but I was about to be like, but I'll go with the about. I'll go with the about, give or take.
Right. And so we came to the conclusion. We said, listen, we don't want to talk about that. Mac Majestic, what's good? It's fatigue. We fatigued, bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe as the fans, you go back and forth and you okay, but as content creators, we are fatigued, bro. Like it's just we just bumping our head on a brick wall at this point. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's going to change. It's not like we going to convince you because you don't want to be convinced. You understand? So me and Clay is in a position right now where we saying the sky's blue and you saying no, it's light blue.
Right.
Well, the sky's blue. No, it's light blue, or it's the reflection from the ocean. Like,
right,
whatever. At this point, bro, you want to believe what you want to believe.
100%.
So it's now we're at the point where it's just pointless now. The only thing we could do, Clay, at this point in time is just wait and see the fight. Hope that it happens.
Listen, and when it does happen, it'll happen for all the reasons we said it's going to happen, because both of them want it to happen. The offer will be sent from the side we said it's going to be sent from. It'll be accepted from the side we said it's got to be accepted from, and the fight will be done the way we said it was going to be done, because that's the way it works. Blue, what I think is interesting is it's funny to me that as a community, and I'm talking about the whole boxing community, all the boxing spaces, all the channels, all the people in the chat, our one goal that we should always be able to have common ground on is wanting to see the fight. That being said, building the fight should be the common goal of the conversation, not doing anything else, right? So I'll never understand, and I don't think it's for me to understand, why nobody will ever want to ask the question that needs to be asked and want that answer. Did the offer get sent? That's the one thing that makes the fight. That's the only thing. Then everything else. But that's why I know it ain't about making the fight, Blue. It ain't about making the fight, Blue.
Nope. It's no longer about that now. It's just about painting narratives. Who's who? Who's not doing what? You know, it's not. We are past the point of even really truly getting to the point of understanding who we want to see win. We're not even breaking down fights no more. All we doing is talking about who didn't do what and why, and I believe he did this, and this person believe he did. That's all it boils down to. No longer are we at the point where we're actually truly trying to see who's going to win, who's the best. It's no longer that.
Right
now, we're more concerned. To give you an example, right, Clay? I said, I got the information. A fellow from the PBC hit me up and said, hey, we got a big announcement. But this is nothing new, because remember, Clay, I said this a couple of days ago, right? That there's a big announcement is getting ready to come from the PBC. You understand? Now we get the announcement, but a brother hits me up, right? Shouts out to Knockout Boxing 86 TV in the building. My brother, Fight Hub Hayes, is in the building. Mr. Hayes, Mr. Marcus Hayes is in the building. Pastor James, what's up, Pastor James, man? How you feeling, great brother? Hey, man, salute to Pastor James. He's in the building, man. If you don't know about Pastor James, check him out, man. Ray Davis, brother, in the building. So now, Northside Dallas, what's up, family? So, Clay, I got the information, right? And I don't know if the information was put out. I don't know. It came from a source from the PBC, right? And it said, they said, hey, we getting ready to have a big announcement, so on and so forth, blah, 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 right? And I had 3 people in my inbox that fast from the time me and you hung up. So I'm putting up, setting up, right? And they like, see, you said the PBC was sinking. You said the PBC was over. I never said that. I never ever said that. They getting ready to have a big announcement. I never said the PBC was over. I said Showtime was coming to an end. I never said PBC was over. As a matter of fact, Clay, I was one of the first people that told you that PBC is getting ready to do a deal with Amazon.
Right.
So I never said they was over. I said Showtime is over. Right. And so it just even more deflation, because you are more concerned, because immediately I said, bro, I never said the PBC was over. You understand? So the brother said, yeah, but see, you was praising Turki Al-Sheikh. I'm a fan of the sport of boxing.
Whatever pushes the sport is gonna get the support, bro. Period.
I don't care who puts the fight. Why haven't we got to the point where fans are fans of promoters? Hey, Curry, the beautiful queen, she's in the building.
It's that surface level entry. I keep telling you that surface level, man. This is how they came in the game, and they think this is how you do it.
Pastor James said, "How do I give a donation, Blue?" Oh, Pastor, right there where you commented in the comment section, there should be a little money symbol. You just click that on, and you just follow the steps from right there. So you just follow those steps right there, Pastor, and it'll lead you right. It'll give you the steps right there. And once again, Pastor, put your link to your Instagram in the chat, man. He does great work, man. Shout out to Pastor James again, man. Right? James Rogers. See, you hit. What do we always say, Clay? Be slow to speak and quick to listen. Be slow to speak and quick to listen.
I see.
You immediately jumped. Now, Blue acting like you don't see my comment. No, I was getting ready. Your comment is on the screen. I was putting your comment on the screen, but I was giving some information to my great brother, Pastor James. But you didn't pay attention. You too quick to speak and slow to listen. So you said you turned on Al Heyman. How could I turn on Al Heyman, brother? Explain to us how I turned on Al Heyman. Pastor James, brother, back in the building, back in the super chat, dropping that dub on the center super chat. Much love, much blessing to Pastor James, man. Great man doing great work out here, man. Doing God's work out here. Salute to Pastor James, man. Actually living the life he preached. That's the people that I admire. The people that actually live the life they preach. Fred Natera, what's up? DJ Punch 317, what's up? And they go his social media, man. Go subscribe to Pastor James, please, man. I'm telling you, man. Go subscribe to you will not be disappointed. Trust me. Go subscribe to Pastor James. I don't know if you subscribe to him, Clay, on Instagram, but if you are, man.
Yeah, I never seen him. I'll check him out.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. Great brother, man. Great energy, great brother, positive. That's what you look for, man. In human beings, that's what I look for, at least.
Just his name, Pastor James, just like that.
Yeah, I put it in there as Pastor James TFCC. Fred Natera, what's up, family? So he said that I switched up. Bobby Collins, what's up, family? He said I switched up on Al Heyman. How could I possibly have switched up on Al Heyman? How could I possibly? I'm in support of the sport of boxing. Al Heyman is in the sport of boxing.
But where's it going to come from, bro? What's going to come from is if Al Heyman has a slowdown, right? If PBC is slowed down on their product, on the delivery of their product, and we're acknowledging the slowdown that we see, we're acknowledging that they have a huge roster of fighters, and we're asking questions maybe about what the future is going to hold for the PBC. What are their moves? They said they were going to have 13 events, 10 to 13 or 10 to 12 events. They've only had 3 or 4 events. You ask questions. That's turning on Al, because you shouldn't ask questions. You shouldn't say any, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't do your job. You shouldn't follow boxing news. And just because it doesn't hold Al Heyman in the light that they feel like it should be held in, which is nothing personal Al Heyman. Why would I want to see Al Heyman fail? Like, he's pushing boxing, right? But we can acknowledge what we see happening. We see something happening. We see a movement that doesn't match the idea of 12 or 13 or 10 to 12 events happening, and then we ask questions. Right at that point, you turned on them because you want to know, because you have a question. That's what happened. I don't know when it happened, but you said something about the events, conversations happened, and that's when you turned on Al Heyman. That's the moment it happened. Trust me.
Right, because here's where they said that I turned on Al Heyman, because I said that he wasn't looking to make the fight with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford.
Oh, okay.
Right? Which is the truth. What did Errol Spence tell you? What did Errol Spence tell you? Errol Spence told you.
Yeah, he told you. He had to take it out of their hands and make that fight happen. That they didn't even want to make the fight happen. He said it straight up.
Right.
I guess so. That's because you're going against Al Heyman for that,
right?
I don't know.
And so I'm going to. So did Errol Spence go out against him? Did Errol Spence turn on him? Green stuff. Going to have to put you out of here, man. Don't put that omen on me, brother. And you don't even know what you're talking about. Don't put that on.
Yeah, put him on timeout. That's crazy, bro. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let me tell you something, bro. This generation, bro, that I remember I was talking to you the other day about us taking accountability for allowing these kids to watch too much TV and not go outside and play, and they have no kind of home training, bro, and they have no understanding about what respect. They'll say anything, bro, to get a feeling. They'll throw a shot. And why'd you throw that shot? Why? Because he doesn't support a boxer the way you want him to support it? Because of something on YouTube? You have no personal relationship with nobody, but you don't care. It don't matter. I'm going to say it. You have no kind of etiquette, bro.
Right.
None.
You're gonna put nothing that on me. Far. Why would you put that on me in my life, man? Come on, man.
Because you're a child.
Donnie D, 1954, triple O
man child.
Super Chat. Dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. Blue, some people can find the demon behind every rock, but never look in the mirror. All facts. All facts. Castays, what's up? Castays, what's up? Von Wise, what's good? He said, facts, Spence and Bud made it happen. Right. D-Man Jr. said, EJ said, blame the suits. Right. But I switched up for telling you the truth. People don't like the truth. They don't like the truth. The truth is he didn't want to make those fights. He wants to keep it in-house.
Right.
But y'all put him up. Y'all put these people on the pedestal. You never even met that man. You never even heard. Hey, Clay, have you ever heard him do an interview?
No. Who?
Al
Heyman, no. Al Heyman, I was, so funny because I was getting my graphics ready for my show tonight, and I was trying to find a picture of him. That man got 3 solid pictures rotating right now in the same event. Three pictures from 3 different angles at the same event. That's what I call him, Kaiser Sose, bro. He's Kaiser Sose from The Usual Suspects.
Right,
you
know what I'm saying?
He could be sitting right next to you, don't even know it.
Right, and they. Oh man, you switch. How can I switch up on somebody you never even heard say 2 words? What are you talking about? Switch up on him. He is a businessman in the sport of boxing. He's a promoter in the sport of boxing.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
BNWO Society. I'm gonna block you in a second, brother. Uber driver, what's up?
Yeah, just pushing. It don't have to be true, man. It don't have to, I spoke about this last night as well. It don't got to be true, bro. Just if they say it and it goes out to the algorithm, it picks up speed and it's true. Just saying anything. Just saying anything. Now you're being paid off by Matchroom to kick PBC's back in.
Yeah, the other promoters put money in these platforms. There ain't no promoter putting money in my platform.
Listen, I can use a bag, man. I ain't getting no bag from
BNW Society. Untime them out, right? Now watch this now. BNW, you said stop with the conspiracy theories. Okay, cool. Tell me what conspiracy theory I said. There go the link. Now come tell me and Clay what the conspiracy theory is. Stand on your square. Be a man. Don't talk in the chat and hide behind the keyboard. Now the link is there. Click the link. Come on and tell us what conspiracy theories I pushed on the PBC. Go ahead and tell us. Your fingers is working 1,000 miles a minute. Now, click the link and come tell us what conspiracy theory I have put out there about the PBC. Go ahead and tell us. Click the link, brother. Jamal Rogers said, do I got to turn my camera on if I come on? What's preventing you from turning your camera on? I don't know your situation, but I got my camera on. I don't hide behind a cleat. I can't even find the word, Clay. Right, but if you have, everything is different. You might be at work. I don't know what you got going on. So,
what happened to
maybe you're in
regular TV reporter versus
maybe you got a situation where you don't want your environment shown. I'm not mad at that, but you know what I'm saying. If that's the case, you ain't got to show your turn your camera on. Mello in the super chat dropping that Cinco on this in the super chat. Blue, what happened to PBC fights on regular TV? Remember Porter versus Broner was on NBC. Did that formula not work possibly? Fox pulled it. Because they're not, it's nothing to do with the PBC. They're not interested in boxing. QT, what's up? Exactly, QT. He said anybody want to see great fights is a conspiracy theory. Right. Make sure y'all don't time them out. K, different breed, the queen in the building. Peace and blessings, queen.
Salute, K.
J Man, what's up, family? GoFundMe, what's up, family? Poe Porter, what's up?
Salute,
anytime we want to see great fights, Clay, now it's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Oh, the queen spoke. She said, nah, make these dudes show their face, Blue. Okay, well, sorry, brother. You got to turn your camera on.
Stand on your business, man. Put a face behind your argument, man.
She spoke. Look what she said. She said, nah, make these dudes show their face, Blue. There you have it.
They pushing it.
1-on-1. What's up? There you got it. Now you got to turn your camera on, bro.
Hey, I got a question for everybody in the chat. You know what I mean? And I just want the answer on it. And I know there's a lot of people who's going to be picking the answer based on who they support and who they don't support. But really for the Tank fans, if Tank didn't send the offer, right? Let's just for 1 minute say Tank didn't send an offer. He didn't, because I know you guys swear on 12 Bibles he sent it. But let's just think crazy out the box for a second and say Tank didn't send the offer. Is Tank a duck? Is Tank a duck at that point? I want to know your opinion on it. I already done told you guys my opinion on it. You know what I mean? That I don't think he's a duck for not sending an offer. That I think there could be other reasons. But I want to know your opinion. I want to know from the Tank fans in the building. If Tank did not send an offer, is he a duck?
Of course not. They're going to say no. Cynthia Dale, peace bless the queen in the building.
Jug, you saying no? Okay.
Chris Legg, make boxing great again. Salute. Pull out Ben.
Oh, the trucker said yes because he said he did. He said he did. Oh, okay.
Tank said he sent a contract.
That's what I'm looking at right here. Am I reading it wrong? Maybe I'm reading it wrong. AC the trucker. He said yes because he said he did.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, okay.
Tank said that. When did he say that? Where he said it? Jug 47. What's good? Hen Dog the Fearless One. What's up? When did Tank say that? And I don't mind standing corrected.
Yeah, I think there's a fear in the fan base, some of the fan base, and I think him sending this offer is very important to their argument. I think it's very important. I think it's real important, more important than it probably needs to be.
Yeah,
I think that's why the narrative is getting painted the way it's getting painted onto Shakur, because they want everybody to think that Tank really sent out an offer that he put out something for Shakur to answer to make this fight, and Shakur passed on it and went and got $5 million to go fight Joe Cordina instead of taking the offer that team put out there. That's what I believe.
That's what they want us to believe. Fred Natera, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on the super chat. Salute Blue and Clay. Greetings from San Diego. Salute to San Diego. I've never been, and I'm trying.
Shout out to the Gaslamp District, baby.
He said, "Nah. Remember when Coach asked him if he'd fight for $6 million? What happened, bro? You see, we just
listen. I'm glad
he's making stuff up as we go, bro.
I'm glad he's admitting what he feels, though, right? Because he's not. Listen, brother, don't feel alone, bro. By the way, that's not an offer, but that's what's going on out here, right? That's where the ill will is coming from. This is what you guys are believing. You guys are believing that in one way or another, this offer has been sent out there, and Shakur is not responding accordingly to it. You know what I mean? And I know that's what it is because I've heard. I'm hearing you guys out there. You know what I mean? I've heard even a couple of you admitted that if Tank didn't send out the offer, that he's a duck. Y'all know who y'all are. That's funny. Great fans out there, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, so you see how 619 Cali Factor, what's up, family? J man, what's up? You see how narratives just get just created, just
like
bro,
that.
They had literally casual boxing talk. And Coach Kenny just said, if we offered you $6 million, would you take it? Shakur said, yeah. When did it offer? How did that become an offer? Kenny can't send no offer.
So Shakur said, yeah. Did they offer him the $6 million at that point? But are we saying he turned down $6 million?
But Ray, how is think about this, right, Clay? How is Kenny sending an offer when Tank paid Kenny? You gotta pay Tank to send an offer. You can't send Tank paying you. How you send an offer and he paying you? Right. What you sending the offer out of Tank money? And what are we talking about here? Salute to Huntsville, Alabama. GMT, just give me a second. I'm waiting for old boy to what's his name?
Hit the link.
What was the dude name? I don't forgot his name that fast, Clay.
I know I untimed him out.
Yeah, what is this dude name? Okay, he gonna act like he timed out. You know that.
Was it BNW Society? BNWO?
Yeah.
I think it was BNWO Society.
Yeah, BNWO. Where you at, great brother?
He probably bounced.
Right, Queen. She said Tank was talking like Shakur is up next on Twitter when they was going back and forth. Right. And now it should have been automatic, right? One peg falls out of place, the other one falls in place.
But that's not what happened. And that's where what happened, right? That's where the frustration comes from the fanatics, right? The fanatics feel like, without a doubt, this was sent. You know what I'm saying? We know it was sent because of these tweets, because of this information that they're hearing, and Shakur clearly has turned down the offer. And they'd rather paint this man as a duck and all the above, rather than be like, yo, bro, real quick, did you guys ever send that man the offer? Oh, so this fight ain't happening because y'all don't want the fight to happen right now. That's why it's not happening. Or why didn't you send the offer if you're ready for it to happen right now?
Right. It just don't make sense. And then Shakur gotta track him down, and Shakur gotta keep being persistent, and Shakur gotta be aggressive, and Shakur gotta keep calling him. Jermaine Wood, what's up?
Yeah. Top of all the mess. A reporter asked Leonard about the fight, and he said, "Why not?" Okay. Any other time he would deflect. The fight not happening until next year anyway.
Leonard didn't
Okay.
say what are you talking about. I saw the interview.
Yeah.
Is there a new interview? Because I saw the interview.
Yeah, it was all about 2 minutes, and it was about 30 seconds spent on this topic out of the 2 minutes. And he did say that. He said, "Why not?" But so what does that mean? Is that like any other time he would deflect? Is that the fight's not happening until next year anyway? I don't understand. I'm confused. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. I want to read it wrong, Jermaine Wood. I don't know if you want to put some perspective on it.
So that means Leonard didn't deflect. D-Rack 7-4, what's up? Dominique Williams, Sonny Augustine, what's good? So Leonard said, why not? He said, why not for all the fights? Leonard said in other videos, all these fights gonna happen.
Yeah,
he gonna
everybody's
fight
saying it.
He gonna fight all of them. Key word.
Calvin said it. Kenny said it.
When Tank gets ready.
Yeah.
Key word is when Tank gets ready.
100%.
So right now he just ain't ready.
Clearly, he ain't ready. But that's another thing I saw some content creators talking about, how limited the information is that team puts out, and you have to read in between the lines, and you have to, you got to be able to, you shouldn't have to read between no lines, bro. The man either said it or he didn't say it. And until he said it, he ain't say it. Like, there's no reading in between the lines. There's nothing to read in between the lines of. That's when it gets weird. What do you want me to argue on that? How can I argue on your opinion on in between lines that you're reading? So Coach Kenny's, so Leonard Ellaby says, why not? And that all of a sudden means this whole entire, what does that mean? Why not? Does that mean
here's the thing,
I don't understand.
Here's the thing. They saying that Shakur should reach out to Tank. How we get back on this again? They saying Shakur should have reached out to Tank, right? And he got to be persistent calling Tank out. But Devin sent him they sent him an offer for money, and that went nowhere. And then people complained and said, how dare Devin Haney and Bill Haney try to send Tank money when Tank makes all the money.
Right.
They said, Tank, you can't send Tank an offer. I'm confused.
There's nothing to be confused about, man. The confusion is coming from the other side because they're confused. And, it's not in the spirit of making no fight, bro. The reality is you guys wait in the bushes for an opportunity to kick these guys' backs in. As soon as something comes out, you guys jump on it real quick. You waste no time, bro. You come right out. What's good? Salute, GMT.
What's up, family? Rude exposure. What's up?
The word, man? What's the word? So look, I was on here a couple of days ago.
Just do me a favor, great brother.
Hold on,
great brother.
Hold on 1 second.
Favor, right? Just do me a favor. Yeah, I can hear you. Just keep it clean for me because they on my back, bro.
Yeah. What I said.
No, you didn't say anything.
I didn't even notice what I said, but
I'm just saying ahead of time.
You said you were here a couple of days ago, and you said something, right?
I was here a couple of days ago, 2 days to be exact. You had Deuce 4 on here, and you retracted your statements a little bit, Blue. Now, Claymore, I agree with you. In this sense, in the state of their conversation, Shakur and Tank, I do believe we should not be throwing the duck word around loosely. And I'm a true blue blood fan. I'm a subscriber, and I remember when who was your boy, Blue? Man, the historian, man, used to be on here. Y'all didn't like saying ducking. Y'all didn't like the throw around that people was ducking. And I agree with your choice of words, Claymore, that blame should be used. Now, if you would have said blame the other day, I would have been more on your side of the argument, and that is Tank's fault. It is his blame because he's the A side. Now, on the back end, all I was trying to say is Tank was not a duck, which I seem to agree with Claymore on, which he's not a duck, in the sense that he truly wants to fight. A conversation was had, a phone call was made, and a conversation could have been had. The other day, I said, if 10 mil was on the table to go fight Cordina, and this a hypothetical number, I said if 10 mil is on the table to fight Cordina, and you know there's a big money fight and Tank lined up, why wouldn't you take that easy money from Turkey and then let the proceedings proceed as far as the fight down the line with Tank? Do y'all get what I'm saying? You following me?
No,
Yeah,
I
where
get what you're saying, but the thing is, the problem with that is that Shakur didn't have a choice. That's the thing that people are missing.
And I agree in that. But what I
Right.
was saying was the other day, you and Deuce Ford was saying if anybody's a duck, it's Tank. And my stance was nobody's a duck in this situation. So I just wanted to come on here and say you
But let
did
me
kind of
say this
retract
again.
some of the energy that
But
you was
no, I
putting out.
didn't retract anything. He ducked him.
He's not ducking, man.
Okay, so
And
I'm gonna tell you
Claymore
what.
even justified that and saying
No,
the blame would be on his side.
Clay got his views of it, and you can have your views,
Right.
Yeah,
right?
but you
But
can
no,
sit
that's
here
not
and
my
definitively
stance.
say
No,
he's
that's not my
ducking with the
stance.
lack of information that's been put out about him.
No. Here's the thing. This is what y'all don't get. You have a lack of information. I don't.
But we both have a lack of information in the sense that
No,
no
I
further.
know. I've talked to members from Tank's team that said that they was kicking the tires on multiple fights.
And that's fine. But
So I
kicking the
asked him,
tire
why
and
aren't
checking
you solely?
availability are two different things.
Well, I said
In
this.
the
Why
general sense
aren't you?
that
No.
were they
Here's the
just
thing.
kicking the tire up the
If
street?
you no. Here's the thing, right? What makes this is the question I'm going to ask you. What's the difference between Shakur and Lomachenko?
The difference is Shakur wants to fight right now, and Loma don't.
And if Tank wanted to fight Loma, but he don't want to fight Shakur,
did he initially set up a fight date with Shakur, or did he initially set up a fight date with Loma?
he was setting up a fight date with Loma.
And his intended replacement was Isaac
pulled out.
Pitbull Cruz, right?
Huh?
I said, and his intended replacement, until Isaac Pitbull Cruz lost, his intended replacement was Isaac Pitbull Cruz. So if you plan,
now let me ask you a question.
This is why I'm mentioning that.
No, stay right there. Stay right there.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Didn't Tank say he's not comfortable fighting at 140? That's why the Devin Haney fight went out the window.
That has nothing to do with the. See,
I'm asking you a simple question.
You throwing monkey wrenches in the conversation. This is the only reason I'm saying that.
Brother, I'm asking you again. I'm asking you again. There's a reason why I'm asking you. Yeah. Didn't Tank say he's not comfortable fighting at 140?
He did.
That's why the Devin Haney fight went.
Hold on.
Why is that's why the Devin Haney fight went out the window, right?
Yes, but that could have been an intended plan. What I'm saying is
no. I don't care if you intended to duck him or not. I'm asking you a simple question.
So you think you ducked Devin too? Because Devin out.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you again. I'm gonna ask you again, brother.
Yeah,
you're answering your question for you. You answering the question for yourself.
Say that.
If you can pick, why is it good? What's the saying, Clay? If it's good for the goose,
it's good for the
gander.
Okay, so if it's good to fight Isaac Cruz at 140, why is it not good to fight Devin Haney at 140?
Because Devin Haney is suspended himself. I wouldn't.
Excuse me? No. Stop. Let me stop you. Devin Haney. How was Devin Haney suspended? This is after the Regis Prograis fight. When did he get suspended?
No, what I'm saying is he said he was taking a year off until Ryan came back. He said his next announcement's gonna be something big, potentially at 147. You ain't doing no wild goose chase if you Gervonta Davis. You know this dude just hit somebody.
Wait, bro. Stop.
Would you try to?
Stop, my great brother. You just jumped the whole year. You just tried to erase a whole timeline. When Devin reached out to Tank, Turki Al-Sheikh and Bill Haney for a fight after Regis Prograis before Ryan Garcia, Tank and his team said he's not comfortable fighting at 140. Where did you get suspension? That's after Ryan Garcia. Hold on. He went the Ryan Garcia route because Tank said no. When he reached out to Tank and they tried to make him an offer, they said, "Who is he and how dare he reach out to Tank to make an offer?" That's Devin didn't get suspended.
Like that's valid? Who was Devin at that time other than
I'm gonna ask you again. Now I'm gonna ask you again. Now I'm
and
gonna
on
ask you
the
again.
back end of that, would you choose
Now
to
I'm
fight
gonna ask you.
Devin
Now I'm
over
gonna
Ryan
ask.
Garcia?
Now I'm gonna ask you again. Right? This is before the.
Just answer that.
Brother.
Would you choose to fight Devin over Ryan?
My guy.
Yeah.
Erase the Ryan Garcia thing. This is before Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Okay? Act like that never happened. This is way before Ryan Garcia, brother. This is after he fought Regis Prograis. He didn't.
And
He wasn't even. He wasn't. He wasn't. Bro, listen.
In the time frame, who had Tank just fought? I'm just trying to get in the time frame. What fight was Tank coming off when Devin fought Regis? Was it Hector Garcia?
You ready to listen?
No, I'm ready to listen. I'm saying who was Tank? What fight was he coming off of? I'm just trying to get a full understanding of the conversation.
He was coming off the Ryan Garcia fight.
After Devin fought Regis. Okay. All right, continue. I'm just trying to get a full perspective of the conversation. I ain't trying to
He fought Ryan in April. Devin fought Regis in May. Right? They fought a month apart. Right?
Yeah.
Devin said, let's make the fight. Bill and Turki Al-Sheikh and Devin, they reached out to Tank to make him an offer. Remember? That's the whole $20 million. And then the whole world said that Tank ain't got to take no money. Tank ain't got to take no money from Turki Al-Sheikh. He don't need to take. Devin can't make him.
You know what? Yeah, I remember all that. Because Devin was, not Devin. Bill was big mouthing at that time. You right.
Right. So then, what did Tank and his team say? Tank ain't comfortable fighting at 140. That was the whole notion that Devin gained 25 pounds. He rehydrated.
I agree. And this was after the whole rehydration.
And they say Tank said he ain't comfortable at fighting at 140, right?
Yeah.
So now he's comfortable. And granted.
And as a boxing fan,
this is the funny part about it. After Tank fought Isaac Cruz the first time, he said, "I'm never rematching him." So there's two contradictions.
He did.
You said you never rematch Isaac Cruz, and you ain't comfortable fighting at 140. So why is he trying to fight Isaac Cruz at 140?
You know why? Because that's a money fight. His fans called for that fight.
Bro, do you hear it's a justification for everything? Instead of accountability.
I'm not here to justify that.
No. Instead of saying we have to just call a spade and stop just trying to justify. Well, the money. Tank is the money fight. It don't matter who he fights. He's the money.
Truth be told, do you think Tank's not gonna have any of these fights?
That has nothing to do with it.
No,
what I'm saying is the same way we just he can fight them. I can respect the way he can fight them 5 years from now. That's not the point. The point is the fight. If you don't have a fight and you telling us this is going to be your next fight, and you don't fight them, then what do we call these people? Because we don't have a problem calling Lomachenko a duck.
Bruh, the difference is that fight was signed, sealed, and delivered practically. There was nothing.
What fight?
The Loma and Tank fight was practically
and Loma ducked him.
All but done, right?
Loma ducked him.
The Tank and Devin fight all but done? Even though words were said and things like that, it's not the same.
Lomachenko, bro, I call it a spade. Lomachenko ducked him.
Look, and that's your way of viewing it. In that case, blame could be on Tank. But if a contract wasn't sent the same way we talking about,
why didn't he send the contract? Why didn't he send the contract?
I say you could put the blame on him, but to say he's ducking fighters that he intends on fighting.
Listen, look, I asked you this in the beginning. I said, you said Loma didn't want to fight. Shakur does want to fight. Now I'm asking you, is Tank said he don't want to fight at 140? He's the one that limits his options, correct?
Yeah. Question.
So he wants to be undisputed at 135. That limits you to 3 fighters, right?
Yeah.
He don't want to fight at 140, so you ain't leaving the weight class.
Yeah.
Lomachenko pulled himself out the fight, right? Yeah. So that leaves you 2 fighters, Shakur and Dennis Baranchik, correct?
Yes.
Correct. And then Tank is on record saying that he's looking to fight the people that's only on his list of fighters, which Shakur is on that list. So Shakur meets all the requirements, correct?
And I agree.
He reached out to Shakur, and Shakur said, "I'm available," correct?
Correct.
Okay, so why didn't he send him a contract?
Hey, I'm not here to argue that. I told you the blame's on Tank simply because even if it's a part of his strategy, it's blame that goes
So
to
let me
his
ask
side
you a
of the
question.
table.
Let me
But
ask you
do
a
you
question because
think that Tank is never going to send
I don't
Shakur a
want to.
contact? Because
Look, I
ducking,
don't want to assume. So I'm going to ask you, right?
yeah,
I don't want to assume because I don't want to profile you, right? I'm
yeah,
just asking. I'm from
yeah,
the hood. You from the hood?
yeah,
Okay. If me and you, we run together, right?
yeah.
We see some dudes at the stores.
Hey, hold up. Shout out South Baton Rouge, South 17th Street. You know, you done brought up the hood. I gotta
Yes,
shout them
sir.
out. If y'all
Salute to
from
them.
Louisiana, shout out one. Yeah, hold it down.
Yes, sir. Salute to the salute to the brothers. So now we see somebody, two dudes we don't get along with.
Yeah,
I tell you, you like, hey, bro, you gonna get down with and I tell you, yeah, I'm gonna get down with both of them. And we
yeah,
just happen to see both of them. Then I tell
yeah,
you, I look over at you and say, I'll get down with him, but I ain't getting down with him.
yeah.
What you gonna look at me and say?
I'm gonna say you scared.
There,
And
there it is.
hey, look.
There it is, bro.
Hey, and look.
He
All
said,
I'm
he said,
all I'm on here to
he said,
defend
he
is
said,
the
this is what he said.
terminology of it all. Because realistically, you a Shakur fan over a Tank fan. I'm a Tank fan over a Shakur fan. So it's natural for fans to justify things that they want to justify. But the duck word is what I'm here to defend. Realistically, as a
But I
fan, as a
just broke it
Shakur
down.
fan and as a Tank fan,
Hey
we
Clay,
know the
take
fight's
over for
gonna
me 1
happen,
second,
right?
Clay.
Huh?
No,
What you say?
give me 1 second, brother. I'm gonna step off for 1 second. Keep
Hey,
talking.
sure.
Keep chopping.
I got you. I
Yeah,
got you. What's good,
yeah.
GMT?
What's up,
How
my
you doing?
dude? So,
I'm doing
so
good.
look,
Huh?
I'm gonna let you talk because I
Yeah.
want your perspective on this too.
Okay.
So, so my angle is as a fight fan, when
Right.
you know like certain fights are written in stone. We know Tank and Shakur are gonna fight.
Right.
So, in the sense that when two fighters intend on fighting each other and a deal doesn't get done, ducking can't be thrown in the same sense that a contract was sent to Loma and he rightfully refused. You know what I'm saying? That's a duck. No contract was sent to Shakur. No contract was sent to Devin. No contract was sent to, you know what I'm saying, anybody else.
Right.
And he ain't reneged on no contract in the terms of spades. He
Right.
never reneged on a contract that was on the table.
Right.
Him and all these guys mutually agreed, hey, look, we gonna fight when it all makes sense. The
Right.
business of boxing is not just hit and not get hit. It's also you could die in this ring.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And in my mind, as a fight fan, I know Shakur just said on the interview, I'm not finna sit on the shelf. I got my family to feed.
Right.
So the other day when I mentioned, if you know Tank hasn't sent a contract, not saying he's ducking, he just hasn't sent a contract. He's trying to figure out his fights the same way I'm trying to figure out my fights and put food on the table.
Right.
So we've had a conversation. We mutually agreed that we're available and want to fight, but the contract just wasn't sent because the other two options I have to fight
Wait, I
is
gotta
the
ask you
winner of
when
Isaac
they
Pitbull
mutually
Cruz and El
agreed.
Rayo. And granted, he said he felt uncomfortable at 140 following a fight at 140. He didn't just say, "Oh, I'm a 135 pounder. I don't intend on fighting at 140 at all." Realistically, he could fight Devin at a catch weight. It don't even have to be 140. What
What?
happened with Ryan? That wasn't a true 140 fight.
Hold on.
Yeah. But yeah, even with Ryan, he didn't fight at 140. There was stipulations on that fight. So even if he fought Devin down the line, y'all don't think it's not gonna happen at a certain weight. It's gonna be a catch weight for sure. That's a catch weight fight. And it might not even be for belts. That might be you on my hit list. I want to fight you before I exit the game. And it's a big money fight. They could fight for no belts. And you mean to
here's the
tell me
thing.
that fight ain't gonna be a big money fight?
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Right. When it comes to Devin and Shakur, we have all of
Yeah.
these different scenarios that we have to come up with. When it comes
You
to
know why?
everybody else, it's cut and dry. But these are the two easiest fights that he gonna have, though.
No, it ain't.
I mean,
You
that's
can sit
a
here and
list.
say that's the two easiest fights Tank gonna
I mean,
have.
according to him, And
That's the two hardest fights, and you know that.
What I'm saying,
that. I know that.
But what I'm saying is, we going based off of. We got to go based off of what he says. So we saying this is the thing
logic
that
you're taking is a casual mindset.
No,
we are
it's
real
not.
fight
No, it's
fans.
not.
We know the business of boxing.
Listen to this. You said it. Here's the thing. This is where the lines get blurry. It gets completely blurry, right? You said they have a mutual agreement. Him and Shakur and him and Devin don't have no mutual agreement, bro.
They don't have nothing written, but for sure.
No. Let me stop you, bro. They don't have nothing mutual agreement. He calls the shots. There's no mutual agreement. They don't have a choice. We trying to act like they have a choice. They don't have a choice. Devin sent that man, and Bill contact that man with Turki Al-Sheikh. He talking about, y'all don't even know Al Heyman's real number. He said that.
No, he did. And he did the whole I want to Ferrari.
He did the whole dance. Look, y'all don't even know how to count. What are we talking about? So how could they have a mutual
about
No, bro, listen to this. Listen to this. How can you have a mutual agreement when one person is being a dictator? That's not mutual, bro.
What I'm saying is, as two fighters, you know that those fights are gonna come into
No, stop saying that. Stop saying that. Bro, we have to stop. This is the problem that we have. We are hesitant to call a spade when it comes to certain fighters.
Yeah.
Right? And we got to stop doing that. We got to
because
we have to hold if the shoe was on the other foot and Tank was consistently calling out Devin Haney, and Devin Haney is doing all of these different antics, and you got to wait to nobody would be out here talking about it's mutual
from Shakur's side, bro.
Nobody would be saying it's mutual. Everybody would be saying Tank and Shakur and Devin is ducking, bro. Ain't nobody talking about it's mutual and they gotta let it build.
There's two types of fans. There's a realist and then there's a fanatic.
Bro.
Tank fanatics right now are saying Shakur's ducking.
My guy, listen to what you're saying. My guy, listen to what you're saying. You're saying that it's mutual and this and that. When it comes to Lomachenko, it's a different energy. When it comes to Shakur and Devin, right? He could contradict himself. It's okay because it got to build. It got to take time. It got to do this. It got to do that. No.
But you know why y'all give them that grace? You know why? Because they didn't come up under Floyd. It's almost a disadvantage that Tank came up under Floyd because the excuse for Tank fighting lesser opponents is, it was the Floyd blueprint. The reason for him ducking Loma initially, even though we know back then Calvin Floyd said they would have took that fight. So realistically, half of the stuff that y'all are blaming on Gervonta is because the business of boxing. Realistically, and you as a fan know the business of boxing. You have knowledge of the business of boxing, and who's in charge? Take this casual perspective,
bro. Who's in charge? Is Tank in charge?
Yes.
So then, what are we talking about? Let me ask you a question.
We're talking about the simple fact
let me ask you this question. 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 Is Tank a bigger superstar than Errol Spence?
Yes, for sure.
Who prevented Errol Spence from fighting Terrence Crawford?
For sure.
Who stopped Errol Spence from fighting Terrence Crawford?
What'd you say?
Who stopped Errol Spence from fighting Terrence Crawford?
Errol Spence.
No, who stopped him?
Nobody. They did.
Errol said he did it on his own, right?
Yeah.
And Tank is a bigger superstar, correct?
Yeah.
But he's leaning on the business of the sport of boxing?
Technically, yeah. Why didn't that fight happen for so long?
Because Errol Spence, like Errol Spence said, he wasn't paying attention to.
He was gonna collect the belts.
He said no. He wasn't paying attention to the business of the sport of boxing.
The real reason he didn't fight Crawford was because he went about his business the way a business should have been done. I'm gonna line up these other belts. You even said it yourself. Okay. It would be a catch-22 for Tank to fight Shakur and then go ass backwards and fight Baranchyk for Undisputed.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
You
That
said it
doesn't. It
yourself.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
My
That,
thing
it doesn't.
is,
It doesn't
you
matter.
have the logic of the
Listen.
business of boxing,
That's what I
and
said,
you
right?
rather say
That's my
he not
personal.
fighting
That's
Shakur
my.
because he doesn't.
Listen, great brother. That's my personal opinion. But they
Exactly.
said. But
And you gotta
listen.
admit, your personal opinion can be wrong sometimes. The
Okay.
same way mine can.
Okay. Great brother. Great brother. Just listen to what I'm saying, please.
All right.
Just listen to what I'm saying. That's my personal
Gotcha.
opinion. That's not Tank's personal opinion. Tank has told us by his. Y'all be trying to put words in this man's mouth. He has told us. He has told us that if you're not on his list of fighters, he's not trying to fight, including Teofimo Lopez, brother. So my personal.
Did that stop him from retracting that statement and looking to fight Isaac Pitbull Cruz? He said he wasn't fighting him no more, right?
So then he contradicted himself, right? He lied, right?
He's human, right?
No,
you human, right?
All right, great bro. All right, great bro.
We all human.
I can't, bro.
What I said the other day was,
great brother.
What I said the other day was, I said until it come out the fighters' mouths,
great brother.
Can't listen to it.
It came out Tank mouth, and you still trying to switch it, brother. It came out his mouth, and you still justifying it.
He said that he wanted to fight those fighters, right?
He said that, bro. Listen to what you're saying.
I'm fighting Shakur.
Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question. If he had no plans to fight in Shakur until later on down the road because the business and letting it build, why did he contact him right now? It
could have been to say it ain't happening right now. You don't think Shakur? That's why Shakur's carrying on the way he.
Hey, bro. Listen. This is what happens with this situation. Like I started off earlier, right? I can tell you the sky's blue. You're gonna tell me it's light blue. You're going to tell me it's the reflection of the ocean. You're going to say everything but you right is blue.
Look, I gave y'all just do.
No,
I said,
no, this is what you're doing. I just asked you, brother, but this is what I just asked you. Yeah. I said if you saying that he's going to do it it's down the road. You said he contacted Shakur to tell him they're going to do it down the road. Why did he have to contact him at all? Like he don't contact Devin Haney,
bruh.
And Shakur has told us. Shakur has
reason why you can't say definitively that he does. That's all I'm saying. Because the phone call was made, you can't definitively say
he made a phone call. He made a phone call. This is what he did. He made a phone call to satisfy you. So you okay with him just making a phone call?
Do you know that for a fact?
Bro,
do you know that for a fact?
Okay.
Do you know what was said on the phone call?
Let me ask you a question. Does 1 + 1 = 2?
Yes, for sure.
Okay. If he calls Shakur,
1 + 1. All right, go ahead. I'm gonna let you go and then
he calls Shakur Stevenson to ask him his availability. We know this. Shakur Stevenson, he's told us this, right? They called me to ask availability. I say yes, right? Nobody has disputed and said Shakur Stevenson lied about them contacting him. Nobody, not Calvin, not Kenny, nobody.
Yeah.
Okay. Shakur said that hey, listen, they contacted me to ask me on my availability. I said yes. I'm waiting for them to contact me back. You just created a whole narrative that he called him to say, well, listen, we ain't gonna fight right now. We're gonna fight down the road. It's just common sense. Bro, you just said that. You just said that.
That conversation could have been had.
How could it have?
Do you know what was said on the phone?
My guy, please stop. Please stop.
It's plain as that.
Please stop, my guy. My guy.
Look,
please stop, bro. Please stop. Stop.
I'll let you explain. Let me explain my one.
No, stop. It's just simple common sense, bro. There's no reason for Shakur to say I'm waiting for them to call me back if they had a conversation about fighting 2 years from now. What is he waiting for him to call him back for?
I ain't say 2 years from now. It could be the next fight. This is what I'm saying. 1 + 1.
So Shakur's waiting for him to call him back right now for the next fight.
For me, and I agree. I agree to everything you said. You're not wrong. And I said if that's the basis you going off of, you can place the blame on Tank, and you could call it ducking. No, that's the fact of the matter.
Hey, great brother.
Of that phone call.
Great brother.
You gotta hear me out, bro.
Great brother. I can't, bro. Y'all are killing my brain cells with this, bro.
Look, I'm not here to say
y'all are making this. Y'all are making this way more. You trying to look for a narrative so that
I'm
you
not,
don't have
man.
to say Tank is
I'm
a
not.
duck,
I'm
bro.
okay with the fact that they not fighting next. That's the thing. I'm a
It
Tank fan
doesn't
and
matter.
everything.
The point.
There's one who's saying
But
Shakur the
bro,
duck, and there's one that's
don't
saying the
matter.
business of boxing is just
It
taking
doesn't
place.
matter, bro. At the end of the day, he contacted that man. He's not trying to fight Shakur. He ain't trying to fight Devin Haney. He's been telling us that he's trying to fight both of them, and he ain't doing nothing. Period. That's it. That's all.
All right.
That's
So we
the
just
fact.
gotta wait on it. You're right.
That's the facts.
I gotta accept it. Claymore, what's your take on this, man? I need to hear your response to my perspective.
You already got my perspective on it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously, like I said, and this is always a funny conversation because whenever I get involved in this, people say I'm toting the line, I'm riding the fence. You know what I'm saying? But look, I have my idea of what a duck is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't put Tank underneath that category. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like I said, you said it earlier, it's the blame game. You know what I mean? And this whole conversation is starting off the strength of Shakur Stevenson being called a duck, right? So it's fair to say to those people who are calling Shakur Stevenson a duck, it's fair to say back to those people, if there's anybody in the conversation that's a duck, if there's going to be somebody in here that's going to be the duck, it's going to be the person who actually had the power to make the fight, not the person who doesn't have the power. So I can't argue it with Blue's perspective. He sees it the way he sees it based off of.
And that's what I'm trying to say. When I said the basis and all that, I wasn't disrespecting your point of view. It's more so saying because of the side of the fence that you stand on, that's going to be your perspective. Because I'm a Tank fan, I value Shakur as a fighter, and I do think next to Tank, he is the best in that division. But I think that starts to play into your perspective as well. Simply, I'm here to say Tank isn't a duck. Same way you feel like he isn't a duck. Now, if there was a blame, that should be placed as on blame because same way Canelo and Floyd have the power to make the decision.
So you said,
power.
Hold on. I want to ask you this question.
Yeah.
So if he's going to fight Isaac Cruz at 140, but said Devin is too big to fight at 140, did he duck Devin Haney? Because Devin Haney did everything y'all asked Shakur Stevenson to do. He reached out to him. He made him an offer. He reached out to him. He's a world champion. He's on his hit list. He meets all the requirements. Did he duck Devin Haney?
To a casual eye, yes. You could say Tank is ducking Devin because they in the same weight class. But to me, knowing the business of boxing and knowing that Devin is pushing 140, he about to potentially fight at 147. I'm not going to say Tank is ducking somebody who's potentially 2 divisions over him. He might want to catch weight.
Do you know that Devin? Do you know when Devin? Hold on. Do you know when Devin Haney sent him the offer and was contacted him? They had the same amount of fights at 140. Did you know that?
You said they what?
They had the same amount of fights at 140.
Broke up a little bit.
When Devin reached out to him, Turki and Bill,
which was what,
to offer him the most money of his career.
They both had one fight, right?
To offer him the most money of his career, guaranteed, right?
Yeah.
To fight Devin Haney for a title that's on his list that he said that he was going to fight next after Rolly in 2022. And Devin is calling him out and making him an offer. And then he says he's not going to ever fight Isaac Cruz in a rematch. He's too small to fight at 140. That's why he's not fighting Devin Haney. But you just said, now listen to this now. Now I want you to listen closely to what you just said.
Yeah.
You said to the casual eye, it would be him ducking because Devin is actually pushing 147. That's what you just said. But Tank Davis came out and called out.
I said to the casual eye, it would be ducking because Devin campaigned at 140. And Tank has had a fight at 140.
And you said but Devin is actually pushing 147. Right?
Around that. But what I'm saying is
hold on. You just said that. You said but Devin is pushing 147, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so Conor Ben, you know that man. He fights at 147. His last 4 fights was at a catchweight of 150. Did Gervonta Tank Davis reach out to Eddie Hearn to negotiate a fight with Conor Ben, who fights at a bigger weight class, rehydrates bigger than Devin Haney?
Did he send a contract?
Yes, he did.
He reached out the same way he reached out.
Yes, he did.
Shakur, right?
Yes, he did not. They even had they had conversations about locations, money, and everything. And guess what? They wasn't giving him the money he was looking for.
You could have had that same conversation with Shakur and Jay Prince just now?
Bro, what do you...
No contract was sent though, right?
Okay, bro. I can't, bro. We gotta get to the next.
You answered your own question. You said
bro,
no contract was sent.
What are you talking about?
Ducking comes into play when a fighter sends a contract.
He had one, bro. Stop. He had one conversation to see the availability of Shakur Stevenson. When he had a conversation with Conor Benn, they got as far so deep in the negotiations. They was talking about locations and money, bro. They never got nowhere with Shakur Stevenson. What are you talking about?
You don't want to hear me, bro.
He's had multiple conversations with Eddie Hearn to fight Conor Benn. He had one.
I'm gonna keep it simple. The basis of my argument is
Tank ain't a duck.
You're right. Look, by all means, you are right. I'm gonna just get his last statement and I'm gonna regress. I'm gonna digress. Ducking to me is when a contract is on the line and a fighter reneges. Simply that. If two fighters, pen is next to being put on paper, and a fighter backs out.
I'm glad you said that now. You're gonna stick to hold on. You're gonna stick to your words, right? You're gonna stick to your words, right?
So if Tank sends a fighter,
hold on. So you're gonna stick to your words. Hold on. I'm asking you.
Stand by this.
Hey, Claymore. You heard what he said. Now I'm gonna ask you to the chat heard what you said. Now I'm gonna ask you to repeat yourself.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What's your definition of a duck?
If a fighter sends a contract. I said if a fighter sends a contract and reneges out of the contract, pulls out of the fight, this, that, and the other, that can be considered a duck for sure. And if Tank does that, I will go on record and say now that can be called ducking.
Okay, cool. Sure. So let me ask you a question. Now you ready to call him a duck?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to hear you say that.
Show me the time he ducked.
Okay,
yeah,
okay, cool. So he reached out to Eddie Hearn and he reached out to Conor Benn to stage a fight. They even got a location. They was talking about the money. A contract was sent. He reneged on the contract. Did he duck Conor Benn?
Yes. If he sent him a contract, yes, he ducked him for sure.
Cool.
You could call it what you want. I'm still gonna be a Tank fan whether he ducked.
Never said you. I never. Because there goes the problem again. There goes the problem again.
That's a fight that.
There goes the problem again.
Nah, look, I'm not going against nothing.
Why? What does that have? Bro. We have to. We always.
I didn't go against what you said, right?
No, you. But
I admitted that he was a duck, right?
We always have to find a way to plant our flag. Well, I ain't gonna not be a Tank fan. No, that has nothing to do with it. It's just calling a spade a spade.
I know, but what I'm saying is, I think that's what's get misconstrued. I think people feel like it's a notch or a stripe being taken away from their fighter whenever they duck somebody. To me, Tank fighting Conor Benn, that's a fantasy fight. You got to know real boxing to know that Conor Benn is Nigel Benn's son. This is somebody who done been in trouble for doping. And what did Tank say when he was asked about it? He said, as long as he clean, I'll fight him. That's a fantasy fight. The same way Tank said he would go
fight. Why is it a fantasy fight?
That's a fantasy fight because that's division. That's like Roy moving up to heavyweight. That's
no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
That is.
Bro,
that's the same way Tank said he was going up to 147 to fight Bud,
please
right?
Stop.
That's not a fantasy fight.
No, it's not. He's a world champion at
Tank
140.
Bud ain't a fantasy fight.
Bro, he fought. He's a champion at 140. How is a fantasy
he a champion at 147?
Bro, you gonna let me finish? He's a champion at 140. How him going up one weight class is a fantasy fight?
Bro, that's 2 weight classes from his home division.
Manny Pacquiao and Floyd was a fantasy fight.
135 pounder.
Was Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard a fantasy fight?
Yes. What the fuck? That's something all fans would say is a fantasy fight. That's a fight that you don't think can come into fruition that actually came into fruition. Tank fighting Bud, fantasy fight. That would definitely be a fantasy fight amongst our community, the fight community.
How is moving up? How is moving up
to 147 and tap Bud chin? Did he not say this?
How is moving up one weight class a fantasy fight? So let me ask you a question.
Where did Tank start?
So let me ask you a question. Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford was a fantasy fight?
No.
Why not? Terrence Crawford moved up from
division. What are you talking about?
Terrence Crawford moved up from 147. From 140 to 147. You said moving up one weight class is a fantasy fight.
That's one division.
What the hell?
If you move up
Great
two
brother. All right,
divisions
great brother.
to
Great
fight
brother.
a
Great brother.
superstar,
I waved the white flag. I'm done, bro. You right. You right.
you
You right.
can because, bro,
I waved the white, bro.
you ain't
I
even
waved
hear my perspective.
no,
Moving
bro.
two divisions up.
Tank is a champion at 140, brother. Moving to 147 is one weight class. What are you talking about? It's the same amount of pounds, bro.
Crazy.
From 135, brother. From 140 to 147.
Did we not try to?
Jesus Christ. Go ahead, Clay. I can't, bro.
The whole boxing community tried to put a handicap on the 140 championship and say he didn't even fight a real champion. Like, what are y'all talking about? He had one fight at 140. Now you saying he's a 140 pounder who moved up one division, and you saying Tank versus Crawford ain't a fantasy fight? Like,
let me ask you a question, brother. Did Roy Jones fight? Did Roy Jones fight at cruiserweight? I'm asking you a question. Did Roy Jones fight at cruiserweight?
Yes.
He did?
He did, right?
No. Roy Jones. Did he fight at cruiserweight?
To go to heavyweight, right?
Yes, that's the fantasy.
Right?
He skipped divisions.
What?
He skipped over divisions, brother.
He did.
Okay.
And what?
Okay,
had Durant fighting Tony. That wasn't a fantasy fight for fight fans?
You're right, brother. Okay.
I'm like, bro, I'm young. So to me, seeing greats fight greats, Muhammad Ali versus Frazier, certain superstars versus other superstars. If one superstar jumps divisions to go chase greatness, yes, that's a fantasy fight for me.
Okay.
Tank would be chasing greatness to go fight Bud.
Okay.
Is that a lie? Is that a lie?
You're right, brother.
Truth or am I wrong? Don't say it just to hush me up. Tank jumping 2 weight classes to fight Crawford, would that not be chasing greatness?
You're right.
Technically a fantasy fight.
You're right, brother.
In today's time, that's all this was about. It's simply that.
Okay.
I'm not saying, look, I digress. I'm beating a dead horse because we're going to have 2 different perspectives. Realistically, we just are.
No, we're not. We're not having 2 different perspectives. You're choosing to have a different perspective because you can't stand on it. So what you're saying is it could be a fantasy fight. A fantasy fight. You know what a fantasy fight is? Let me tell you what a fantasy fight is, right? Roy Jones versus Floyd Mayweather. That's a fantasy fight. Sugar Ray Leonard versus Floyd Mayweather. That's a fantasy fight. Anything in reality is not a fantasy.
Why? Because they didn't fight at the same time?
Anything in reality is not a fantasy.
It is if
anything in reality is not a fantasy, brother.
All right, so look, just because you and this is hypothetical, I don't want to disrespect your home or nothing, but let's say the girl of your dreams is Rihanna, right?
Right.
In reality, she's alive at the same time you are. You a man, you capable to walk up
and
to
it's
her,
a possibility I could be with her.
And make her.
There's a possibility I could be with her. There's a possibility. There's a possibility I could be with her.
Yeah. Is that not a fantasy in real life?
It's not a fantasy because it's a possibility.
Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. And that's your perspective.
No, a fantasy.
A fantasy is something to me that seems unattainable. That comes into fruition. How was me and Rihanna?
Tank
and Crawford will never fight.
Bro, explain to me.
Tank said he got 6 fights.
Bro, explain to me how being with Rihanna is unattainable. In your world, it's unattainable. Not in mine.
Look, I'm just saying that simply because I don't know your status.
I'm just saying that, bro. What I'm saying to you is this, brother. How you and Rihanna is not unattainable.
Because you're married, she's married.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, brother.
The odds of that happening,
brother, things change.
Are slim to none.
No, brother, no.
Bro.
Okay. So it's a fantasy to be a millionaire.
Hey, look.
Or you work towards it. Nothing is unattainable.
If you're working a 9-to-5 job and are making no investments towards becoming a millionaire,
things can change overnight.
Wake up one day,
you can hit
the lottery.
Yeah, you can hit the lottery.
That ain't a fantasy.
Okay,
that ain't a fantasy. How many out of the millions of people, billions of people on this earth, how many people hit the lottery every day?
You're right, bro.
So I mean, are you basically saying that something that's unlikely to happen is a fantasy?
Yes, something that's unlikely to happen that comes into fruition. Something with slim.
I don't think that's a fantasy. I think a fantasy is like unicorns. Like a fantasy's like mermaids. A fantasy's like something that doesn't exist, like a fantasy, like something. I mean, but I understand what you're trying to say. I just don't know if that word is describing what you're trying to say.
Generally, like, no, because people, not to take it there, but people have sexual fantasies that come into fruition. Other types of fantasies, like,
so it's not a fantasy. What I'm saying?
Meeting certain superstars. They are like, come on, man.
Okay, so let me tell you this.
Well, can I just say, fantasy is a state of an illusion, like something that's not real.
Okay, when I was a kid, let me tell you this, right?
And that's not an illusion.
Bro, I just need you, bro. I need you to listen to me, right? Bro, my great brother. My great brother. Listen to me. Listen to me, right? I've been a 49er fan since I was born. Yeah. Right. Okay. I watched Jerry Rice play as a kid, a young kid, when I was 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, right? I live in New York. He plays in San Francisco. So me coming across Jerry Rice is a fantasy, huh? No, I made it a reality, brother. No. It's not. What do you mean?
I mean, me
breaking bread. Me breaking bread
in San Francisco at a game because you bought a ticket to go see him live. That's not as much of a fantasy as
well guess what? Who would you deem? Okay, so I took my wife to Hawaii, right? And that's her dream place. Yeah. And when we went to Hawaii, right? Guess who we stayed with?
Yeah.
Barack Obama.
What?
So why is it a fantasy to come across Rihanna?
Is that not a fantasy though?
What are you?
That was some shit that you could have never planned in your life.
It doesn't.
In a million years,
brother. You're projecting. No.
Right?
What you're doing is projecting your limitations.
No, what I'm saying.
No. That's your. That is fantasy. Your. No, brother. That is your mental limitations. You don't believe it's reality. You don't think it can happen. I don't live like that.
And that's why when it happens, a fantasy is fulfilled. You don't. No. Things that can never come into fruition. Brother, you
may grow up. You may grow up and say, "Hey, for me, if I could get, I ain't never gonna have a woman that's a 8 or a 10. That's a fantasy for me."
At this point, we're arguing what fantasy means to each other. That's not the point of the conversation. My point was that the fight with Crawford and Tank is unlikely to happen, but he said he wanted to make that fight, right?
Right. It's
right,
bro.
That's all it is.
I don't even know where we're going with this. I don't even know where we're going with this.
All I'm saying is fighters say things, bro. We know the business of boxing. We know a phone call was made. All I'm here to say is Tank's not a duck. If you want to play blame it on Tank, we could.
Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson are fantasy fights. Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson are fantasy fights.
No, you projected that. That's not what
you said. You said moving up one weight class. You said moving up one weight class is a fantasy.
I said 2.
No, you said 1. I said Tank. I said Tank is a world champion at 140. I said Tank is a world champion at 140. You said him going to 147 is a fantasy.
All right.
That's one weight class. There's junior welterweight, then there's welterweight. Right. That's only one weight class. And on top of it, to make it worse, right, Clay? He fought the biggest junior welterweight in the world, in Mario Barrios. Get that? Right. How you like that? He fought the absolute biggest junior welterweight in the world, and actually, in all actuality, he's right now the biggest welterweight in the world. Mario Barrios is the biggest welterweight.
Was that a one-off, or did he start campaigning?
Bro, it's 6 feet tall. He's like 6 feet tall, right? He got like a 75-inch arm reach. Mario Barrios is when you see Mario Barrios in person, people question how he even make 140, 147 pounds, bro.
Hey, you a boxing analyst. What did he say after that fight? I did not feel comfortable at this weight, right?
Right. So
did he start campaigning at 140?
Okay. So you sure you want to go down? You want to play this game with me? You want to go down that path, or you want to leave it alone?
He jumped back down.
Okay, so you just said, okay. So then I'm gonna ask you again: if he ain't comfortable at the weight, why? And he didn't want to fight Isaac Cruz. Bro, why is he fighting Isaac? Why is he looking to fight Isaac Cruz at 140?
Let me put it in reality for you.
So what you're telling me is this, right?
Canelo.
He's only gonna fight fights that he has the best chance to win.
That's the realistic The realistic version.
He's only gonna fight fights
with Devin and Tank.
He's only gonna fight. He's only gonna fight fights that he has advantage in. That's what you're telling me.
No.
Okay, so I'm actually this the last thing, right?
The logic.
So why was he looking to fight? Why was he looking to fight Isaac Cruz at 140 for a title, and not Devin Haney for a title?
You missing the point.
I'm asking you. Why was he looking to fight Isaac Cruz at 140 and not Devin Haney?
Did we see the stipulations of that contract? You don't think there was gonna be some
all right, great brother. I gotta get to the next one.
Hydration clause or something?
I gotta get to the next one, great brother. I appreciate you.
Hey,
salute, GMT.
Hey, for sure, my man. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, I think that personally, I think that people just have to, learn to agree to disagree. And be like, listen, man, I don't see it that way. This is how I see it. But I see what you're saying, where you're coming from, but I don't see it that way. I see it as this, and be able to move on from it. It is what it is, because at the end of the day, there's different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you this, though.
Maya Egypt, peace of blessings, the beautiful queen Maya Egypt in the building.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you this, though. And, he was able to agree with this and that understanding to be there, that the whole root of this conversation is that fault. And that's what the whole duck thing is about. The duck conversation is revolving around fault. And there's definitely one person who shares more of the fault in this than the other person. No matter how you want to put it out there. Now, you have a lot of people out there who don't want to own to the fault because they say the fault lines up with the ducking, which, listen, I understand that. If that's how you see it, then then that's what he is. That's why I said to the content creators out there who are pushing the narrative that they believe an offer was sent. Well, it's simple. The reason they're saying that is because if the offer wasn't sent, they're gonna feel like their fighter is a duck. And like even he did. I got to give GMT his respect on the level to say that when you were able to give him a scenario that fit and check the boxes and what he was saying, he came out and called Tank a duck. Now I saw people in the chat reacting to it like, he ain't no Tank fan. I saw somebody say he ain't no Tank fan. Tank ain't no duck. I mean, and that's what it comes down to, right? You have boxes that need to be checked on what a duck is, and if Tank checks those boxes, then he's a duck. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. You know what I mean? But when you start making stuff up to protect him, when you feel like, I'm going to start, you know what I got to do? I got to start pushing a narrative that he sent the offer. That's when you start exposing yourself on those man fan qualities that you have, your inability to separate yourself from another man's reproductive organs. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Young B said 7 Deuce. He said they on the same side of the street. Shakur is a network promotional free agent. Man, these fighters be making y'all look silly, man. Yeah. You should just quit while you ahead. Yeah. Other brother said, well, that's because Devin Haney rehydrates. Well, then why Devin Brown? Because Devin is rehydrating heavier than 170, 160, 165. Well, Conor Ben was fighting at 155, rehydrating at 175. Why was he negotiating for a fight with him? Please stop already. Just is what it is. Yeah. Justin Sweat, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on the super chat. Never argue with fools from afar. People can't tell who is who. Mellow, brother in the super chat.
It's the truth, right? It's the truth, Jay, man. You know what I'm talking about. Come on, man. Let's talk about it because that's what it is. They mad. They want to throw shots. They want to point fingers. Yeah, Jamar. Yeah, man. Professional tool holster, bro. Listen, man, get paid for it at least, man. You guys really need to go get those W9s filled out. And just sit out carrying. Don't be carrying. You know what I mean?
Yo, Clay, I had a delayed reaction to what you said, bro.
You know what it is, man. I'm used to you dudes, bro. These dudes is for free. They out here carrying tools for free. Volunteer tool holsters, man. No payroll, no benefits, no health benefits, no nothing.
How you gonna just smoothly say that, like?
Because you know why? Because I'm so used to it. I just say it because that's what they are.
It took a second for me. I had a whole the moment, like when it hit me, that's why I just busted out laughing.
That's the That's legit. That's legit for YouTube. Shout out to YouTube, man. I don't want to violate no laws. I'm saying that's legit. What's understood don't need to be said. You know what I mean?
That was smooth, bro. I gotta borrow that one, bro. I'm gonna have to borrow that.
I mean,
hey, bro, I've been looking for the perfect word to describe that.
That's what it is.
About 2 years and couldn't come up with it.
They out here doing it for the free. I just want to let you know. You know what I mean? You was over here, now you over there. Yeah, it is what it is. We ain't tripping. We definitely ain't mad at y'all no more. I want y'all to know that for sure. We definitely ain't mad. We definitely ain't mad at you guys no more. Believe me when I tell you that.
That was a classic.
But at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? Like the conversation.
One second. Mello in the super chat dropping that Cinco. Honestly, in super chat, Blue is Tank a Hall of Famer with no Devin Shakur, T.O., Loma, Davis. I am Tank fan, but I wouldn't be surprised if these fights never happen and they will accept it. That's a good question. Is he a Hall of Famer?
Blue, is Tank a Hall of Famer with no Devin Shakur, T.O., Leon, Davis?
He's a 6-time world champion, 3-division champion. Now, again, to Tank's defense, I got to say this, right? To Tank's defense, the politics, he don't control the politics.
Right.
He don't control the politics. You know what I'm saying? If these quote unquote interim belts didn't exist, then he wouldn't have an interim title. He would be fighting for official titles. You know what I'm saying? But that's out of his. He can't control that. These politics. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I just go and I'd be like, bro, he's a 3-division champion. Because you know what I'm saying? Like the politics in the sport of boxing is ridiculous.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who's what today's time? You know what I mean? Right. Now, Canelo just got stripped of the IBF, but they never did nothing about the WBC. But he had the WBC mandatory longer than he had the IBF mandatory.
Facts.
You got Terrence Crawford. Jerron Ennis was Errol Spence's mandatory for over a year and a half.
Right.
Errol Spence never got stripped. Terrence Crawford inherits Jerron Boots Ennis as his mandatory 2 months, and they stripped Terrence Crawford.
Straight up.
They told David Benavidez has been the mandatory for Canelo for a trillion years. They don't even care. Jamal Charlo was the WBC champion. He ain't never defend his WBC title ever. I don't think he ever defended it. If he did, he defended it once.
Yeah,
Jamal Charlo.
Never.
I don't think he ever defended it. If he did, he did, right?
He did defend it once.
He did. Yeah. So therefore, you defended Jamal Charlo never got stripped of the belt ever. Devin Haney is going through a whole fiasco with the WBC and Ryan Garcia, and they stripped Devin Haney. Like, what's the rules? Shut Up and Laugh said, bias. You said I'm biased? Okay, cool. The link is in the chat for you, Shut Up and Laugh. Now you come tell me how I'm biased.
You know what's hilarious? 8 months from now, 8 months to a year from now, you'll have something to defend Tank on, and watch what it's going to be turned. Oh, you flipped. You flipped. That's why, you know what I mean? I just keep the information coming the way I keep it, because the same reason you love me be the same reason you hate me in a couple months, bro. I'm just going to have to stand on my square and just stand beside my opinion and stand there and be ready to be alone, bro. I'll be ready to stand alone because people don't respect your right to read it down the middle and call it how you see it. They don't respect your right to do it. You are supposed to be on one side of the fence. You're supposed to be on one side of the fence.
Right.
You know?
Devon Brown said, why y'all be hating on Tank so hard? Okay, now, Devon Brown, I'm going to give you an ultimatum now, because I'm tired of y'all using these words out of context. So please explain to us how we hating on Gervonta Tank Davis. And if you can't, click the link and come show us how we hating on Gervonta Tank Davis, then I'm going to block you. Plain and simple. Big Hearn brother in the super chat dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. He said if Tank's scared to fight Haney and Shakur or can't send a contract, he will never line up with Bud. He will get done so dirty. Tank no career ender. Yeah, it's just wild, man. Oh, y'all be hating on Tank. Okay, please show us how we hating on Gervonta Tank. And I need y'all to click the link to the new channel. Subscribe to the new channel. Link is up in the chat. Let's get that channel to 2,000 subscribers. So go ahead, Devon Brown. Tell us. How are we hating on Tank so hard? Because that's what you said. Please explain to us that.
Jamar said, me and the shut up and laugh finna pull up.
Oh, please do.
Yeah.
Please do. Jamal Rogers. Please, please, please. The link is in the chat.
There you go. Word, Jamar. There we go. Together.
Go ahead, shut up and laugh. You should have the courage to hit the link now. You got
somebody to hold you down, know what I'm saying?
You got somebody to hold you down. Go ahead, click the link. Come and tell us. You said I'm biased. He said I'm hating. Come explain to us. Let's go ahead. Please do.
Yeah.
Well, that goes up. Go ahead, brother. Hit the link.
I don't see hate talk at all, but I do know Bud would beat Tank out the sport 147. Tank's high division will be 140 if he moved up there. Yeah.
Man, stop telling me who's coming with you. Just do it, bro.
Hit the link. Hit the link. Hit the link.
Hit the link, brother. Peace bless to the Queen Kiki. She in the super chat dropping that Cinco. Honest in the super chat. He said, totally entertaining. I love it. Peace and blessings, Queen. Hey, she getting a kick out of it. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed. What you say, Clay?
I'm glad she's been entertained, bro. I'm glad she's enjoying the show.
Fact.
You know what I mean? So here's the 3 scenarios, right, that would make the Tank fans happy with Shakur.
Hold on, Clay. Shut up and laugh. Click the link, brother. Click the link.
Don't talk to fight another king.
Yeah, why won't he fight another king? Click the link, brother.
What does won't mean? Why would you say won't? I don't understand that. That word is, what do you mean he won't fight another king? What does that mean? He won't. Are you saying why isn't he fighting another king in Riyadh? Is that what you're saying? You're talking about this fight he got coming up?
Why won't he fight another king?
What does that mean? I don't even know if that's worth defending. Like, what does that mean?
Shut up and laugh. Go sit at the kiddie table. Please get shut up and laugh, our fellow brother. Let's get him some dinosaur chicken nuggets. Get him a sippy cup.
Right.
Mott's applesauce. Go sit at the kiddie table.
Two icy pops for dessert.
We well aware that Shakur Stevenson has been trying to fight Isaac Cruz that refused to fight him. He's been trying to fight Lomachenko that refused to fight him. He's been trying to fight. He tried to fight Frank Martin. He walked away from the fight. He's trying to fight Dennis Baranchik. Bob Arum said that if he don't resign, he can't fight Dennis Baranchik.
He tried to fight Navarrete.
Navarrete said no. He was going to fight Isaac Cruz for the vacant WBC title. He said no. He had to literally chase down Oscar Valdez for years.
Mm-hmm.
He had to chase him through divisions to get Oscar Valdez to agree to a fight. Now, I will say this: the mistake that he made in his career was he should have took the
Devin Haney fight.
With the Devin Haney offer. He dropped the ball.
Period. He slept on that one. So
who cares if it's going to be boring or not? What are you talking about? This is ridiculous. But because he's boring. Man, stop. Y'all got 10,000 rhymes. I can't do it, bro. Go ahead, Clay.
Yeah, man, it's a pointless. 3 things that the Tank fans want, right? Either they want Shakur to either chase Tank, they want him to push for the fight right now, right? Or they want him to keep on pushing to release the information on a private conversation, a private negotiation that happened between him and Tank, to consider his haters, aka the boxing fans, right? So you guys want transparency about what happened in the conversation. You want transparency from Shakur Stevenson, the reason why he's not calling Tank out, right? But he won't give that to you because he doesn't owe you anything. And like I said last night on my show, I said these fans have gotten into a point to where these boxers no longer take y'all into consideration anymore when they're making their moves because you guys have lost your credibility in the space. So because you're so quick to kick somebody's back in and you're so quick to to disrespect them as men, as the fighters that they are in the ring, that they don't even listen to you guys no more, including the boxers that you quote unquote say you're fans of, right? So Tank won't put out no information to you guys. He won't communicate to you guys. He won't communicate via Twitter. He won't give you guys nothing. You guys are going to have to wait for him to put something out. He'll quote 5 words or 10 words from a song that he likes and put it on Twitter for no reason, and you guys will add context to it and point all that information towards a boxer, and you'll make a whole story about it, a whole 20-30 minute video about how Tank just said this. You're just waiting on him to say something and haven't caught the idea that this man doesn't communicate with you guys, because you guys are the most casual, non-loyal, non-boxing following, boxing following fans that may have ever existed in the space. No respect. No respect. You know what I'm saying? So no, Shakur's not going to tell you nothing. He's going to laugh at you. He's going to troll you on Twitter. He's going to do what he does. And him and Tank could have a whole entire situation planned out on how they're going to do, but they ain't going to communicate that to you guys, because what is that going to help? What is that going to help out? You know what I'm saying? That's not going to help nothing. They don't have no respect for you guys no more. They don't have no respect for you guys no more. And you hear it from them all the time. You hear Terrence say it. You hear Andre Ward say it. You hear Shakur say it. Tank in his own way says it in his actions. And I can say that because y'all see things in his action all the time. So don't tell me I can't read his actions. You see fighters talk about this all the time. How the casual fan is going to buy what I put out there, and I don't need to give them no information. I don't need to give them the fights they want to see either. I see casual fans out there talking about they don't even care who Tank fight. They just want to see him fight. Ain't that what y'all say? It don't even matter who he stands in the ring with. Y'all just want to see him fight. Am I lying? Maybe I'm lying. I don't know.
All facts. We're gonna do one at a time, man, so we don't get over talking and things like that. Because then it just we can't hear it and so on and so forth. So let's bring up little Jimmy. And fellas, we're gonna keep a timeline on it so we don't keep, you know what I mean? Because it just gets to a point we over talking and then we can't hear. Go ahead, little Jimmy. What's up, fella?
Yo, this is an entertainment show. This show's fun. Yo, that guy, like, he rolling. Ooh, oh my God. He was, man, it was ridiculous. He was refusing to answer the question. I think what it is that we light a fire, we can't hold him accountable. He's afraid of holding him accountable. Now he said that he's going to take a duck if he sends somebody a contract and don't duck and don't fight the guy. But then he said that he's going to fight this guy too. Like, it's like, whoa, like, hold up. Then you said something about Beyonce not be able to get beyond and stuff like that, and all that stuff. Now you're talking about, oh, it's because you can't get beyond, so somebody else can't get beyond it too. Well, it could happen if you believe that you could do that. You know what I'm saying? See, this fight could have been happening like the whole Devin Haney situation. Like, we know that he's definitely ducked Devin Haney. Like, he ducked Devin Haney his whole career, and people don't want to call it out. Like, people don't want to say, oh yeah, he ducked Devin Haney because Devin Haney moved out. He moved out for a reason. He moved out because guys like Shakur, yeah, he make a terrific mistake. He could have been champ already. I fully believe in Shakur. I think he's already the best defensive boxer right now. He don't get hit that much and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying, right, Kramer? Like, we see these guys, man, and then this, yeah, I understand what these fans do,
Right.
And now this guy gonna say, "Oh, why this recorded fight that other kid?" Now, I think he talking about Devin Haney. But he could have said Devin Haney. No, I think he was talking about Devin. You know what I mean? Yeah, opportunity to fight Devin Haney, that didn't happen. And then fight been boosted towards him now. You know what I mean? It's a lot of just wasted in boxing. Like the Canelo, nobody calls Canelo a nut. But I call Canelo a duck. I'll be calling Canelo a duck every since. Like every every since the whole time when people keep saying, oh yeah, he and then Canelo spaced himself out and talking about oh I want 2 million to fight their beers, and then she was like, oh no, she was like, heck no, we ain't doing that. He priced himself out. So he knows that he don't want to fight their abuse for sure because of that too. And it's not on camera, so don't worry about it. It's not on camera. It's crazy. You know what I mean?
Right. No doubt, man. No doubt, man.
Hey, Jimmy, do me a favor. Turn your TV down in the back.
Salute, Mike. Thank
It's
you, brother.
true.
Yeah.
Guys didn't want to fight this man. Guys didn't want to fight. Talk about motives.
Yeah, look,
Yeah,
yeah,
bro.
little Timmy. Good information. No doubt, man. Salute, King. We'll talk to you soon, brother. Salute to Dev Joseph in the building.
How y'all living?
Man, we outside, baby, like you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I'm out here doing this, man.
Yeah,
Just
Man, that's
enjoying.
a good life right there.
Yeah,
yeah,
just
bro.
enjoying
You're
that
doing it
good
the right
life.
way. Exactly.
Absolutely. I got to give, first of all, I got to give mad respect to both you guys. Clay, in all honesty, I just started watching you. I've been watching Blue for years. I saw you on Blue's channel, so I got up to date by watching some of your videos. I think you do a really great job. Same with Blue. I know that we all have our favorites. I think you guys both do a really great job of keeping it even tempered across the board and just
Thank
calling it like it is, and giving fighters their credit in there too. That's why I really enjoy coming on Blue, watching Blue, just getting his little updates. But I think I see the titles. I love the titles. I know that is clickbait. I love it. But I was on with you the other day and listened to these fans that claim to be boxing fans or are boxing casuals, and I've been working on something called practicing understanding and understanding that everybody doesn't understand and see things the same way. And everybody's perspective is different based on who they like or who their favorite is. And we've gotten to a point in society where we don't hold anybody accountable anymore. We don't have accountability within ourselves. So how are we going to hold the next man accountable? And especially when you want to play this favorites game. Let's call it like it is. Blue, you just said something. I'm going to be honest with you. You said the one mistake that Shakur made, and I'm saying I got to mention this because I don't agree, was the way he should have went with Devin. The reason I don't agree is because of this. I understand what you mean by, man, he should have just took that fight to show the world, and he could have been further in his career. I understand what I believe you meant, but I also believe that in reality, all he did was pull Devin's card and call him like, okay, you claim that this what you want to do. Let's go to purse bid. Let's see if you really about that life, because you're trying to underbid me. You're trying to make sure that I don't get my money, and you know that I'm worth that. You know that I'm worth that because my grandfather trained you. Willie Moses was out there putting in work with you and your dad the whole time that you was working, and we were taking you around the world while we were training and getting these hands in everywhere else. So I don't necessarily think Shakur made a mistake. What and like I said, maybe you were referring to he could have been further along because he accepted that, got the dub, and he would be the superstar that we know Shakur is. The reason I object to that and I say differently is because we all know that Shakur is heavily avoided in this game for a reason. Anybody with eyes who's a real boxing fan understands timing, distance, spacing, footwork, who understands the basics of boxing. We can see that Shakur is that guy. And everybody in boxing can see he is that guy. And that's why he's the most avoided fighter next to Terrence Crawford. Boots is slowly becoming one of those guys as well. Got a long way to go, in my opinion. Gets hit too much, but he's that guy. Norman. Norman is another guy who, gets hit off. He's there to be hit, but he has the footwork, he has the time, he has the distance. Let's just call it like it is. Tank has IQ. Tank has knockout power. We saw what El Rayo did to Pitbull. We will see Shakur do that to Tank and make it look even worse. Why? Because Shakur has the ability and the IQ beyond what we saw with El Rayo. And we know that he wants to punish you in a different way. Tank wants to get you to the right spot, set traps for you, make you think you win and get you worked down, and then hit you with that knockout. He's very good at the setting traps and more. He can box. I would have to put him second behind Shakur right now. The reason I have to put him second behind Shakur is we often say, oh, Shakur don't got the knockout power. Boxing ain't about just knockout power. That's one thing. Tank is ducking right now. We can call, okay, let me step back. Tank is avoiding the fight right now. And he's avoiding the fight for as long as he possibly can, because eventually he could get to, oh, well, we gave him a chance. He didn't really want to fight me. I'm going to just retire. I told you I had 6 fights left. And in my personal opinion, if he keep two-stepping, I think that's what he's going for. Because we know, as coaches said, we don't really like that fight. You take it how you want it. They don't like that fight for a reason. Back to the whole, he made the mistake with Devin. We know Devin ducked Shakur. I mean, come on now, bro. You know that even the purse bid would have gave Shakur 30% if you offered him 25 like you claim you did, even though we know you never got an offer. Come on, bro. Let's just be real. Y'all all duck Shakur because y'all don't want to get embarrassed. And it's embarrassing for a boxer to get stood up and picked apart. And no matter what you do, no matter which way you try to run to cut off the ring, no matter where you try to go throw them heavy shots and you missing, tiring yourself out, and then you still getting hit and you still getting punched in your gut the whole night, and he taking your air and then making you look crazy. We know the real, bro. We know what's really going on out here. And let's just call it like it is. These cats are ducking. That's why every single one of them in the book has an excuse. He's boring. He runs. He's not worth it. In terms of him getting a $5 million, let's just go down the list. Should have been gold medal Olympian, but he got robbed. Or maybe he just didn't let his hands go enough. I said it the other day on your channel. I think he didn't let his hands go enough with Artitunium as well. I think he missed a lot of opportunities in that fight. And so maybe he missed a lot of opportunities in the gold medal round. But he's a silver medalist. Then he's a 3-division champ. He is, or he could have been, had he not missed weight, undisputed champ before moving up out of that weight class. Tank has been avoiding that boy since 130 and before, or that man, because he's not a boy no more. Been avoiding that man since 130 and now avoiding him at 135. I'm not saying Tank is scared. Tank is from he's that guy from Boston. Baltimore. He been through it. He not scared of nobody, but he don't want that smoke. And if we as fans can't see, I'm a Tank fan. I watch Tank every time he fights, and I actually buy his fights. Unlike most of the people who watch the fights and go on crack streams or whatever it is, I get it. But let's just call it what it is. None of these boys want that smoke. And I think Shakur getting $5 million, yeah, he ain't done a pay-per-view yet. But we long know the reason he hasn't done a pay-per-view is because ESPN got a hell of a deal with Top Rank, and Top Rank got a hell of a deal with ESPN. And he was never built up for that, just like Terrence Bud Crawford had not been built up for that. And then you got to go off, and now you got to start from scratch. People mad because he got his bag, and all of a sudden he's a duck because he got a bag of $5 million. Well, let's be honest. The dude is one of the baddest dudes, mother effers in boxing. He need to be paid. And this is only a start to where he's going to get to, in my personal opinion.
Yeah. Can I speak on it, Blue? Or you want to?
No, go ahead, Clay.
All right. But first of all, great breakdown. I appreciate the whole entire perspective. Now, I disagree on some of it. You know what I'm saying? I disagree. You already know. I don't think, I'm going to tell both. I don't think Tank ducking. You know what I'm saying? But, and I think that's going to be that's probably going to be the most competitive fight that he's had. And I think that's going to be the most significant fight of his career, being that they're both in that conversation of the generational best at 135. They're there. So that it's going to be a very important fight. When that fight happens, it'll be a legacy a legacy fight for both of them, a very important fight that shouldn't be taken on a last minute situation where, oh, you're filling in for somebody else. You know what I mean? Somebody, pulled out, let me pull you in there. That's not the kind of fight that Shakur and Tank looks like. And I think the way it looks like is the way it's going to look has a lot to do as to why it's not happening next. I think a lot of investment in the rollout, in the marketing, in the press run, in the story behind it. I think that needs its own campaign, right? Now, as far as you were saying something in the beginning, man, my mind just slipped. As far as the Devin Haney Shakur Stevenson situation is concerned. Yeah, man, I see what you're saying. You know what I mean? As far as the way Shakur probably looked at it, you know what I mean? There's something about seeing value in yourself and not wanting to sell yourself short for any reason and wanting that to be represented properly in a negotiation, not to be tried like somebody, like, don't treat me like I'm somebody that I'm not. You know me closer than most people know me, and you know that our fight should be I should be getting paid or compensated way better or differently than anybody else. But at the same time, I got to say, with hindsight, and hindsight is always 2020. Shakur has to look at that situation and see the opportunities that would have came out of a situation like that if he was to just go ahead and concede to something that maybe he wasn't comfortable with, but get an opportunity to become an undisputed champion. We'd be in a whole different conversation and another chapter in his career. So hindsight says, yeah, you probably should have took that deal. I think in the moment, though, I can empathize definitely with where his mindset was at, right? I could resonate with his mindset and thinking that, let me put a little more effort into the negotiation, and probably didn't expect Devin to honestly walk away the way he did. I think that just caught him off guard. Like, damn, what? Now that could make it look like from the outside looking in that Devin was just looking for a reason to get out of that situation, that he was just kind of like, wrote a check that his ass couldn't cash. I don't know if that necessarily was it. I think that's more so towards Devin probably wasn't genuinely wanting to fight Shakur at that weight class, that he probably would have rather went up to 140 because he struggled with the weight cut and everything, but he was going to make it good for himself. He's like, all right, look, if you take almost nothing and give me almost everything, I'll do it. But if that's not the scenario, I'm not interested in it, because truth be told, I don't even want to fight you at 135. That's not even what I want to do anyway. So I agree with that perspective. But I think hindsight, Shakur definitely has to look at that situation as he has to look at, then what would life have been if I, you know what I mean? He has to look at it that way. Like, man, today I wouldn't have been, look at what I'm going through with Bob Arum. Look at these fights. Look how I'm struggling to get these fights. Look at all the situations that I'm in right now. An undisputed 135-pound champion. I can't see that guy going through what I'm going through right now.
I agree. And one last thing, because I know you got to get to the next guy. Yeah. Something that you said, I agree. I've been in marketing and branding for 17 years. I actually got to work with a couple of these athletes. That's who I mainly work with. Athletes and musicians, entertainers. Met Bud originally when he 2014. Then I met him again when he won Best Fighter of the Year at the ESPYs. That's when we really got close. I was a little disappointed because I had called Bud. I had when he was getting ready to fight Spence, I had Bass Pro Fishing Shop ready to get that man bread. And unfortunately, some people, I like Ashley, don't get me wrong. Ashley, she also represents Shakur, super dope. He had some other people around him at the time. It was like, oh yeah, send it to us in the email, we'll get back to you. But you couldn't have a marketing campaign. I'm in marketing and branding. And I'm saying that to get to this. You said the rollout for Shakur and Tank, and I agree with you. That is, I was watching you the other day when somebody said Shakur is some final boss eliminator, not one of the henchmen, type deals. And I agree. Right. And I think that rollout absolutely has to be correct, because the build up with, Floyd Money Mayweather, with all of the different pieces involved, it is its own story. And to develop that story out. But I also said it with Blue the other day, I think right now what Shakur is actually going through is the buildup for that fight. I think the reason why they're putting him over in the UK right now with this next fight or against this next fighter, not in the UK, but they're developing that audience. Then the crossover with Zepeda. That's why that's also why they tried to chase Oscar Valdez for so long. It's that crossover audience. I know that they tried to make the boy Puerto Rican, which I know is part of his heritage and a part of his culture. I'm not, disputing that. I know that that's why they wanted to do it. They wanted to bring in that crossover audience. And I do believe that's the focus while he's with Turkey. I do believe that Turkey and those guys in the team are looking at, well, we do eventually want to get to that Tank fight. But the biggest thing is you're not a sale, and he's going to get a majority. And I'm not saying that you're not a sale, it's you haven't been proven to be a sale. And we do want to get you to that. So we have to build you your own audience. We have to build you a crossover audience that can compete or at least bring something of value when we're negotiating this. And with Turkey involved, he's going to get the money that he's going to get anyway. And people shouldn't complain because it's not their money, it's Turkey's money. And he's going to pay Shakur whatever he believes that Turkey or that Shakur is worth in terms of longevity in this sport and entertainment wise as a champion. So people really shouldn't be crying about another man's pockets in the first place. But hey, what do I know? Who am I?
It's another generation, bro.
Hey, it is what it is. But I appreciate you guys having me, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Devin, man. That was great, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you building. I hope you sub to the channel. I hope you pop out every now and then, man. It was real great talking with you, brother.
Absolutely. You guys be blessed, be safe.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that was good, Blue. That was one of the most productive. That was a great conversation. I dare somebody else to come and offer another conversation like that. Let's see. Oh, one of our favorites, Carl Brown with the 100.
Carl, you got to take the cigarette out, though, great brother.
And you gotta hit the mute button. The mute button, Carl.
You on mute. You got yourself on mute.
Oh, he knows. Okay, yeah.
GG. My granddaughter. You on mute, bro?
Now he's off.
Yeah, I was trying to get on. I was trying to get on a little earlier when old boy that y'all was talking to about the
GMT.
What y'all was talking about the dang man, y'all was on that topic for a minute. My man with the hat on. I mean that y'all was discussing it for a minute. But anyway, come on, Blue, y'all gotta leave this thing alone now, yo. Y'all gotta leave this thing alone now. Like this starting to get I think that's leaving a more sour taste in people's mouths too. That we keep on hearing that same old thing. That it's starting to sound like a broken record now. Like even if they gonna fight later, let them fight later. Like
Carl always moving around in that park trying to get on live, bro. Don't never want to sit down somewhere and have this conversation, bro. Always moving around that same spot. We recognize the background. We already know what it's gonna be, bro. As soon as we see the background, we already know what we're about to be dealing with. There he goes. Carl, man, sit down somewhere, bro. Find somewhere to sit down, bro. Get you a chair, bro. Sit down. and then hit the link. You on mute, Blue. I don't know if you were saying something, but you on mute.
I say he all the way gone now.
Yeah, it must be getting ready to rain where he at. Yeah. Call back.
Yeah, it is about to rain.
Find somewhere to sit down, bro, so you can get that reception, man. They're killing you, bro. The reception killing you. There you go. Relax. Look at you. There you go. There you go.
Y'all can hear me better?
Yo, go ahead. You good?
Yeah. I was saying like we gotta leave. I was saying we got what you say? Hey, yo, don't think I ain't hear y'all once I got off yesterday too, yo.
I said you moving around more.
Don't think I ain't hear y'all. Once I got off, y'all tried to go in, and I ain't going front. I went back and re-looked at it. I ain't like the fact how and Blue and you, that was a good one, yo. I bet I made you get a good laugh yesterday because I was stumbling all over my motherfucking words. Oh, excuse my language. I was like, I was stumbling all over my words. I was like, but that's come with that come with me trying to every time I think about trying to explain.
Yeah, that park don't love you, bro. That park ain't trying to do no kind of business with you on this stream. I'm telling you, that park is bad news for you. But yeah, man, great conversation with the gentleman before, man. I like Carl Brown, though. I ain't gonna lie, man. I like him. But yeah, man, it is what it is. This whole ducking conversation is just a conversation that just, so many different looks at it as to when is the right time to call it, what boxes to check. I don't know, man. I don't know. But at the end of the day, man, respect to both of them fighters, man. When they do fight, I'll be there to watch. Shakur building his brand right now, you know what I'm saying, as far as I'm concerned. I know nobody wants to hear that, but that if he's got a management team right now who he's put in responsible, who he's given the responsibility to help get his career where he thinks it needs to be, then, you know, why hire people, give them a percentage of your money just to cut their throat and not do nothing they tell you to do? If they're telling him this is the best move so we can get you this UK fan base, we can get you this Mexican fan base, we can get you this Puerto Rican fan base, let's get you where you need to be so that you're more of an asset and you hold more weight at the table when it comes time to negotiate what this fight is going to look like. You know, let's bring to the table so we can take from the table. Let's help this hit 1 million pay-per-view buys or 750,000 or whatever the number is that we're trying to hit. Tank is doing his part. He's already the face of boxing. He's already proven what he can do. Shakur hasn't had an opportunity to build himself up that way, whether it's bad luck, whether it's sabotage, whether it's opportunity not given to him, however you want to look at it. Shakur is in another chapter of his career. The work was done for Tank already. Or, you know, Tank, the work was done for Tank as far as the promotion and the exciting fights. And, you know, he's an exciting fighter. So he's already ready to go. But I don't think it's far-fetched at all that Tank's team and Shakur's team can agree that, yo, Shakur should go out there and build himself up just a little bit more. This fight is way better. It's going to age like wine, not like milk. You know what I'm saying? It's going to age like wine, and we all going to walk away better because as much as we want to take each other's head off, we all want to make as much money as we can. That's why we in this game. We prize fighters. We want to walk away with as much money as we can, bro. And damn these fans, if they think we should fight right now, just tune them out and do what you got to do.
Hey, Claymore, you the second person I heard break it down like that. And that's what I think 99% of us, matter of fact, 100% of us should be talking, but like, just like that. Because no matter how bad we want to see this fight, like, and it's not even a shot at Shakur, because like, we want to keep on saying we ain't see Tank in the ring with this. We seen Tank in the ring with every type of fighter. And when we talk about Shakur, we just talk about see if he can break that defensive shell. That's what we really talking about. And y'all know that's what we really talking about. See if because Shakur don't throw his hands enough to say that this is a 50-50 fight anyway, because Shakur really don't. And that's why I said I think Shakur fight more flat-footed than a lot of people think. Because Shakur, I ain't never see Shakur move around the ring swinging his hands. Like moving around at the same, you know, I can't catch people off the counter. Like Shakur gotta have you either standing there or you coming directly to him. And Tank not. That's why. That's one of the reasons why I picked Tank, because Tank know how to punch on the move. Like, and Tank more powerful. He polished that like that way. But all I'm saying is that Claymore, for real, you broke that down, and I can't remember the other brother name, but you and like one or two other people I heard break it down just like that. And that's what we lead into. That's what we head into. And that's what we got to accept. If we really say we boxing fans, we 100%, we love the sport, let's move on, because there's a lot of fights coming up. It's a lot of fights. Like, let's be for real. That Floyd fight, only reason I bought that fight because it was $50 and plus it was Floyd. You know what I mean? So, like, dang, for real, Claymore, like, and I ain't going to I was over here mad for a couple of days. I'm like, dang, Claymore just being a yes man to Blue. I ain't gonna lie. That's exactly what I was saying. I'm like, but for real, no lie, Claymore, you stood on your own with that, and I know for real, because you broke it down a little bit different from what I heard somebody else break it down. But it was just on par, just like that, that's where we heading to. So that's why I'm saying, like, let's move on to boxing, like, cause it's a lot to be talked about. It's a lot. Like, no matter what Shakur doing, he ain't fighting Tank next. No matter what Tank doing, he ain't fighting Shakur next. He ain't fighting Devin Haney next. But we know that one day I ain't trying to say it like be all cliche about it, but one day we gonna see that fight. That fight is too talked about and too important to the sport. Just like Earl Spence and Spence-Crawford. No matter what, like, we gonna see that fight. And unfortunately, we got at least 2 fights in front of us because Shakur is fighting Cordina. He is fighting um
Zapata.
Zapata. You know what I mean? Like this fights actually happen. Who knows? And I kept hearing you Blue say that we know when Tank gonna fight. We don't know when Tank gonna fight because Tank proved to us back in the days too that he can fight back to back too. So Tank might squeeze in two fights, or Tank might get his one good fight in and then wait for a minute. But that's what Blue, you gotta respect Tank for being able to put himself in that position. No matter if he piggybacked off of Floyd or whatever. But he went in that ring and he became the knockout artist. He became a knockout artist so much to the point that we saying that Tank's supposed to be fighting all these other guys. If Tank was just a 5'5" guy and just beating fight and not showing us how dominant his power. That's crazy because we gave his power, and power grows along with boxing. We gave his power accolades. We saying like just because he got that, he's supposed to be like really he's 5'5". Like he been blessed to be cracking like that. So that's crazy that we really gotta because because the guy that was talking earlier said about him and Terrence Crawford. Blue, that is a fantasy fight. You know that's a fantasy fight. That fight ain't gonna happen. Why? We want to believe because Tank could crack, and we see that Terrence Crawford cracking too. Come on. Because if Tank was just beating people off his skills, Blue, if he was beating people just off his skills, and we wouldn't see him knocking nobody out, let's be for real. We would not be talking like that. Or trying to match him up with people like that.
No doubt. Salute to the Speaker one.
That's not what was said, though.
But I'm talking about just off of what was said, and then I still piggybacked off it the right way. It's not like I just made something up. You feel me? Like, I'm just saying, with all that I just said, like, is that true? Like, for real?
No, it's you know why it's a fantasy fight? Because you don't think he could beat Terrence Crawford.
No, Blue. We talk about see, Blue. See you competitive. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's showing you're competitive. Yo,
I just let you talk. The question was, he said that this is what he said. Okay, I don't make this stuff up. He said that. I asked him a simple question. Why is he choosing to fight Isaac Cruz at 140 and not Devin Haney at 140? And then he said, because Devin Haney is closer to 147 and too big. And then I said, so then why was Tank trying to fight a natural welterweight who's actually bigger than Devin Haney and Conor Benn, who had 2 fights at a catchweight of 150 and above and rehydrated to 175? And then he responded by saying, that's a fantasy fight. And I said, how is it a fantasy fight when it's only one weight class above a class that he became a world champion in? And then he said, it's just like him fighting Terrence Crawford. The reason you throw out Terrence Crawford as a fantasy fight because you don't think he can beat Terrence Crawford. Because because let me explain. Mario Barrios is bigger than Terrence Crawford. He's not a fantasy fight. So why would Terrence Crawford, who is 5'8", and Mario Barrios is 6 foot tall? Why is Terrence Crawford a fantasy fight and Barrios wasn't? Because his skill set matches up better against Barrios, so you feel more comfortable with him against Barrios. That's why it's not a fantasy fight. It's a fantasy fight because of the level of Terrence Crawford. That's why it's a fantasy fight.
And Blue, that's bingo. You just hit it right on the nose. You know what you just said? It's levels to this.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Even if wait, look. This is why I'm so fantasy.
Hear me out. Right? We always make up an excuse for why our favorite fighter. There's levels. It's a fantasy fight because you don't think he can win. Floyd Mayweather started his career at 126 pounds and fought Canelo Alvarez at 154 pounds. It wasn't
Blue,
a
how did
fantasy
Tank get
fight. You know why it wasn't a fantasy fight? Because Floyd Mayweather's skills match up with Canelo Alvarez. So it's not a fantasy.
How did Tank get in this conversation?
If your fight is at a disadvantage, suddenly it becomes a fantasy fight.
No, Blue. Maybe see, Blue. I ain't gonna lie, real Blue. You really don't, and you do come off biased a little bit, Blue, because you don't really say nothing.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
I ain't dissing you.
No.
Because look, we all be biased sometimes, man.
I know you're not, but this is what I'm saying. I don't care what people say. You know why? I don't care if they think I'm biased or not, right? Because the actual people biased is them, because they can't see the other side of the coin. So they're the ones that's biased. The ones that think that I'm biased, that I challenge every day to come up here and prove that I'm biased and never click the link to come up here and show me that I'm biased, right? But do it in the chat. They're just Tank Davis defenders. Right? They're the ones that's biased. They don't like the fact that I'm telling the truth about their favorite fighter. And they don't have a leg to stand on, so then they just resort to, well, you biased. That's easy to do in the chat. So I challenge you to come up here, turn the camera on, and show me how I'm biased. Where am I biased at? Because I say the same thing about Canelo Alvarez, and I don't see these same people that say I'm biased about Tank Davis come here defending Canelo Alvarez. You know why? Because they don't care about Canelo Alvarez, because they're not fans of Canelo Alvarez.
You know,
so when I say about Canelo Alvarez, suddenly I don't see none of the same people that's in the chat saying I'm biased about Canelo. I didn't see none of these same people saying I'm biased about Tank Davis when I said Lomachenko's an absolute duck and a disgrace. I didn't see nobody come here talking about I was biased then. So they pick and choose when I'm biased, when it fits the narrative, when it fits what they want it to fit. No, I'm not biased. I call a spade a spade. And I don't care who you are, because here's the thing. I'm a fan of the sport of boxing. Period. And guess what? The sport is going to outlast Tank Davis. It's going to outlast Shakur Stevenson. It's going to outlast Devin Haney. It outlasts. See, I'm a fan of Salvador Sanchez, who passed away early, transition. I'm a fan of Pernell Whitaker, the late Pernell Whitaker. He don't box no more. I'm a fan of Floyd Mayweather. He don't box no more. I'm a fan of Juan Wilmer Marquez. He don't box no more. You know what's still here? Me. You know what's still here? The sport. So guess what? I'm going to outlast the fighters, God willing. Right?
God
and the
is
sport
good,
is definitely going to outlast the fighters. I was a fan of Lennox Lewis. My favorite heavyweight is Riddick Bowe and Larry Holmes. You seen them fight? Because they ain't fighting in years. Right. So guess what? I'm a fan of the sport. And I'm gonna hold everybody accountable. If you telling me you're gonna give me the best fight and the best, give it to me. I don't want to hear a bunch of excuses, a bunch of this time and you this. I don't want to hear all that. If you do what you said you was gonna do, or I'm gonna hold you accountable. Period. That's how I operate in life. This is how what y'all see. Clay could tell you. This is how I operate in life. Yeah. My wife could tell you. If she tell me she gonna do something today, if my wife say, is she right here? If she says she gonna do something today, I expect her to do it. I'm gonna ask her, and vice versa. Right? So if we say that we love the sport of boxing, right? And you say, well, you gotta fight it. Hey, I'm gonna do this and never do it, and then y'all got 10,000 excuses why he never did it. It's everything but holding him accountable.
But Blue,
he told us in 2022. We going in 2025.
But Blue, who is y'all when you say y'all?
I got a call. Hold on. Let me tap in and say this real quick, Carl. When that's what when Blue's saying it that way, that's why I don't. That's why even though I'm not calling him a duck, I understand exactly where he's coming from, bro. Because at the end of the day, an intention was put out there. You said how you was going to carry it, and you're not carrying it that way. So legitimately, what I'm saying, somebody can hold them accountable for that. Now, I'm a little lighter on it to say that I put the blame on Tank because he's the one who can make the fight. But anybody what he's saying is true, bro. You feel what I'm saying? It's true. Now, it's true however you want to look at it as far as the way he's describing it, but what he's talking about holding somebody accountable in this conversation? Tank accountable for being the one who's going to make this fight, who said he wanted to make this fight and hasn't given no explanation as to whether or not why the fight is not happening right now, or even sending an offer to Shakur to attempt to do something that you said you was going to do, then he's going to be held accountable for it.
Right, because look at this, Clay. He sat in it, y'all, and this is the thing. The fans don't even care. They don't have. To me, it's like, bro, what kind of morals and dignity you have as a person? This dude sat there and did an interview with Brian Custer. Ain't nobody telling him to do the interview. Nobody told him to call out Devin Haney. Nobody told him to say Devin Haney fighting next. Devin Haney, him. He a free agent. I'm a free agent after this. I'm fighting him next. That was in 2022. We going in 2023 and we still ain't getting it. And y'all don't even care.
Yeah, but what do?
Well, because we got to be real because he can't offer this, and you got to be real because it's a game plan, or you got to be real because he's on this side of the street. Y'all got to say everything, but the problem is, bro, you told me this is what you was gonna do, and you didn't do it. Your word is not bond.
But Blue, you know what get me mad though, for real, and that's why I say it's a dang. That's why I say it's like y'all divide boxing so much because like, and you know what? I know if I was, and I say this proudly, and I'm pretty sure all y'all will say the same old thing, man. For real. If I was Tank, I really feel like the man when I walk through. Really, I really feel that way because like y'all. Everybody, I ain't even gonna say y'all. Let me just leave y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all two out of it.
Nobody said the reason.
Wait.
Hold on. I gotta stop you.
Feel like the man.
I gotta stop you there, because like I gotta stop you.
Wait,
That's the whole. That's the whole thing. Hold on.
I having lost memory sometimes.
Hold on. That's the whole. Bro, listen. I didn't talk the whole time. I let you talk. I didn't say a word. Right? Listen. That's the whole reason we holding him accountable, because heavy is the head that bear the crown. He is the man. Nobody said Nobody said he wasn't the man when he walked through. That's why I'm holding him accountable, because he is the man that's walking through.
That's the point. Blue. See, like you give a little and then you take you don't give it all. Like, see what you saying, that is true. Like, I'm talking about the fact that that's the only guy for real, and that's for and if it wasn't for, and that's why I put more respect on Earl Smith's name too, because if it wasn't for Earl doing that 9 tune-up, and that's a real thing that we've seen, you know what I mean? Like he wasn't taking tune-up. If it wasn't for Earl doing that, like I heard all y'all say, no superstar, no boxer, period, should be going into big fight after big fight after big fight after big. But I swear to God, Blue, I don't never hear y'all say like had the same energy for Devin to fight Shakur. Like
what?
Like Devin
just had bro. Stop, man. Stop. Stop, bro. Y'all destroying the sport, bro.
Go down that path with me, Blue. I'm not, Blue.
Bro.
You can't say everybody's wrong, though, Blue. You can't say everybody wrong.
My guy, stop. Y'all are destroying the sport, bro. Y'all are destroying the sport. This dude just fought Frank Martin. He just fought Frank Martin. Frank Martin has never even fought for a world title, bro. What are you talking about? 2 out of his last 3 fights was tune-up level fights, bro. The only fight he fought that was a major fight was Ryan Garcia. He fought Hector Garcia, who was a 130-pounder, and then he fought Frank Martin, who never fought for a world title, who was never a world champion. What are you talking about? He got to have these back-to-back big fights. What other big fights did he have, bro? Mario Barrios wasn't the best fight at 140. Josh Taylor was. What are we talking about here, man? You acting like this dude been fighting grueling fights. And yes, we do hold these dudes accountable. What is you talking about? When Devin Haney fought Regis Prograis, we wanted to see, and more importantly, Devin Haney wanted it. He called out Tank Davis after Regis Prograis, brother. He called out Loma. He fought George Kambosos twice in Australia, came back here, and then fought Lomachenko. Fought Regis Prograis, and then called out Tank. What are you talking about? Shakur left his division. He came to 135. Shakur tried to fight every champion at 135.
Blue cooking. He cooking. Right
Terrence
now,
Crawford. Terrence Crawford fought Errol Spence. Right? Terrence Crawford fought Errol Spence. When he left from Errol Spence, what was he already doing, Clay? Calling out Jamel Charlo. The best fight at 154.
Period. And then when Jamel Charlo against Canelo, he called out Canelo.
And so tell me when Tank did that, bro. And he got more power than all of them.
Because,
he got more power than all of them to make every fight. Show me when he did that,
Blue,
bro.
This is like I said.
Show me.
Blue, all I'm saying, if it wasn't for his knockout power, Blue, you wouldn't be that mad. You mad because he ain't fighting these.
Show me when he did. Show me when he fought the best back to back. Show me one time when Tank fought the best back to back, bro.
Okay, he did. Okay, Blue, he didn't. Now show me one time that any other ones did the same old thing. Because if you want to go there,
they tried. Did they try? Did they try? Was it their fault it didn't happen? Was it their fault it didn't happen, bro? What are you talking about? Did Devin Haney after Regis Prograis try to fight Tank? Bro, let me ask you a question. Did Devin Haney try to fight Tank Davis after Regis Prograis? Did Devin Haney try to fight Regis Prograis, Tank Davis after Regis Prograis? Yes or no?
You said did Devin Haney try to what?
Did Devin Haney go to Australia twice for undisputed and come back and fight Lomachenko? Yes or no?
Yes.
Did he go to 140 immediately after that fight Regis Prograis?
Right.
Did he try to fight Tank immediately after and Tank said no?
I can't say yes to that.
You don't know Tank said no? You don't know you don't know Tank said no?
I'm part of it. Blue, you know
Tank said no?
Said no to who?
Devin Haney, bro.
Blue. So he said no to Devin. Tank said no to Devin.
Yeah.
But with the whole time, it seemed like Tank and wait, Blue, look. For the whole time, it seemed like Tank and Turki Ali Sheik. Look, it seemed like Tank and Turki Ali Sheik was arguing. So just because Devin said that's my man, he backing my money up for me. That show that he wants to fight. Come on, Blue,
say no,
man.
Did Tank say no to Bill Haney and Devin Haney? Did he make a video laughing at Bill Haney and Turkey saying they don't know how to get in contact with Al Heyman? Did he make a video doing that?
Blue, I'm gonna say this. I never heard him. Look, you never heard him. Claymore never heard him, and I never heard him.
You conveniently didn't see that video.
Come on, Blue.
You conveniently didn't see Tank video laughing at them. No, you keep it real. You conveniently didn't see that video. Let me ask the chat,
we
brother.
can talk about
ask the chat, did they see it?
Oh my God, Blue. You know you hey, Blue.
Yo, Blue cooking right now.
That boy, like, you wasn't even doing that. Like, I get Devin because Devin your man. I get that.
Oh my God,
Devin your man. But
I can't, bro. I can't.
The reason why I say it, Blue.
No, we're not doing that. I deal with facts, bro. Everything I just gave you was facts. Devin, it have nothing to do with Devin and Bill being my man. I gave you everything but facts, and you tried to label. Well, that's because it's your man. Okay, cool. Let's never mind Devin. Let's just go away from Devin, right?
I didn't say that because that's your man. I didn't say that.
Let's just go away from Devin because he's my man.
I didn't say that.
That's what you just said. That's what you just said. You just said that. Let's go away from Devin because he's my man. Let's go to Terrence Crawford. Let's go away from Devin because he's my man.
No.
Let's go away from Devin because he's my man.
Let's go to
Terrence Crawford. Let's go to Terrence Crawford. Did Terrence Crawford fight Errol Spence for undisputed at welterweight? Yes or no?
Yes.
Did he try to fight the best junior middleweight in the world, Jamel Charlo, next? Yes or no? Yes or no, brother? Yes or no?
For me to answer
yes or no? Did Terrence Crawford try? Did Terrence Crawford try to fight?
No, because it didn't happen. No, because it didn't happen.
Why didn't happen?
You gonna call me all types of names? No, because it didn't happen.
I'm glad you said that. Why didn't it happen? Oh, cool. Why didn't it happen? Because of Terrence Crawford?
See?
What we seeing? What am I looking
at? I was about to say, Blue, all I'm saying, it didn't happen, Blue. You don't know. Right. I don't know. Do you want me to make up an answer?
That's not the point. Did Terrence Crawford want it to happen? If it wasn't for the other side, would Terrence Crawford have fought Errol Spence and then Jermell Charlo? Yes or no?
Blue, how can I answer? Tell me, how can I answer that? And you trying to make it sound like somebody retarded.
If it wasn't for Jermell Charlo and his side, would have Terrence Crawford fought Errol Spence and then Jermell Charlo? Yes or no?
I can't say yes or no. You can't say yes or no. You trying to make somebody answer something that really ain't no answer.
No, Jermell didn't take the fight because he went for Canelo. Jermell would have accepted it. Terrence, what he's saying to you is Terrence was trying to make the fight. The reason the fight didn't happen is because Jermell Charlo went and fought Canelo. Jermell went another way. If Jermell would have stayed at 154, Terrence would have fought Jermell. He called Jermell out in the ring while they were counting on. He been called out Jermell Charlo. Let him know you next. He knows that. What did Jermell say? I don't know why he calling me out. I got to fight Canelo Alvarez next. And then what happened? Canelo Alvarez beat Jermell. And then what did Terrence do? He called out Canelo. He called out Canelo. He called out still calling out Canelo right now.
You just did it 2 times in a row. Y'all just did it 2 times in a row. Y'all just said, because look, listen what y'all, let's repeat. Hey, Clay, repeat what you just said right now, just so you can hear everything you just said. Repeat what you just said.
I don't know if I'm going to say word for word, but what I said was the reason Terrence Crawford didn't fight Jermell Charlo is because Jermell Charlo went in a different direction to fight Canelo Alvarez. No?
All right, can I answer that part right there?
Yes.
Did we, and I say we, I'm talking about all of us, did all of us know that Jermell Charlo and Canelo Alvarez was fighting? Was it some backdoor stuff?
No, but at what point are you saying? Because Terrence Crawford put in the challenge of Jermell Charlo.
No, we can't do that.
What can we do? What can we do?
He didn't put it.
Terrence Crawford. The reason Terrence Crawford. And I'm not saying Jermell Charlo ducked Terrence. Right? We're not going to say that because I don't see how you duck Terrence and go fight Canelo. You don't duck Terrence to go to Canelo Alvarez. But what Blue is saying is Terrence Crawford, right, had intentions on fighting Jermell Charlo. The only reason that fight didn't happen was because Jermell Charlo had other obligations that he tied himself to go fight Canelo Alvarez. He's saying to you, if Jermell Charlo would have been available, would Terrence Crawford and Jermell Charlo have fought if it was up to Terrence?
So and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, let's be for real. Like, we all grown. Can we really answer it? Can anybody in Blue? Can you answer it?
How about this? If it was up to Terrence, hold on. If it was up to Terrence Crawford, if it was up to him, if it was solely up to Terrence, right? If it was only him, if it didn't matter what Jermell Charlo said or thought, if it was up to Terrence Crawford, his way and forget everybody else's way, would he have fought Jermell Charlo after he fought Errol Spence? If it was up to him, I'm gonna
say I guess so. The reason why I believe. Wait, y'all, wait. And the reason why, look, because y'all trying to make me some hypothetical. No. Look, the reason why. But listen, hold up, Blue. You trying to get a little good laugh out of it. It ain't even that funny.
No, but it's not that hard, Carl.
You trying to get a good laugh out of it.
If it was up to Terrence, come on, bro.
You can't make this stuff up, bro. Only in boxing. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up, bro. Only in boxing.
We're not moving past it.
Only in boxing.
Wait.
Yo, this is
only. That's what I'm thinking. When I saw him look down, I see him look down to the right and grab his chin, I saw he was thinking too hard because it wasn't that much to think about, Carl. You saw Terrence Crawford tell Jermell Charlo, "You next." Did you see that? Did you see that in the ring when they were counting? Did you see him do that? Come on, don't do that.
See, that's why.
Carl, don't do that, bro. Answer the question. Did you see Terrence Ashton? Did you see that? Charles, I'm just asking you. Did you see Terrence scream out to Jamel Charlo, "You next, nigga, you bitch ass nigga"? Did you hear him say that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
You laughing like that's some like crazy.
So is it fair to say? Is it fair
You
to
over
say?
there, brother, like you ripping me, like Blue.
Carl, stay with me.
Yo,
You laughing like you ripping me, like
bro, this is
Blue.
Is it reasonable to
You
say?
over there, you laughing like.
bro. This
No,
is
Blue, you know
bro.
you're overdoing.
You don't want to admit it or something.
This is pure comedy, bro. It's pure comedy.
Blue.
This is yo. I feel like I'm at the bro. I be feeling when I come on here sometimes. I feel like I'm at the Apollo, bro. This is pure comedy. It's pure comedy, bro. This is a simple because this is y'all treat this. You try to make it Chinese arithmetic. It's simple mathematics. Does 1 + 1 = 2?
Blue.
Right? He gonna look down and grab
his shit. Right.
Bro, the question is.
I want to say something about that.
It's a simple question. Bro, please stop. Listen, Jamel Charlo even acknowledged fighting Terrence Crawford. The only reason he didn't fight Terrence Crawford made himself the mandatory for Jamel Charlo through the WBO, brother. Okay? So we all know Terrence Crawford was trying to pursue Jamel Charlo. Jamel Charlo would have accepted. Jamal Charlo was supposed to fight Canelo. Jamal Charlo said he's not ready. He pulled out. They was looking for a replacement opponent. Jamel Charlo saw an opportunity, raised his hand. He got the fight. He's obviously going to take the Canelo fight over fighting Terrence Crawford, right? That's it. That's all. And then, Clay, to make it worse, Jamel Charlo, hold on, stop. Bro, stop, please. Even after the Canelo Alvarez fight, right? What did Jamel Charlo say in the ring, Clay? He said, "I'm going back down. Terrence Crawford, where you at? I want to fight Terrence Crawford. Exactly. Where are you at?"
And we all laughed at him.
And then Terrence Crawford said,
"I fight you. I want Canelo now."
And Terrence Crawford said, "No, you just what?" Terrence Crawford said, Terrence Crawford was there, brother. What are you talking about? We did an interview. Terrence Crawford said, "No, I don't want to fight." Terrence Crawford said, you didn't fight like a lion. You fought like a cub. He said, "Now I want to fight Canelo Alvarez." Period, brother. What are you talking about?
YouTube is fed.
That's an interview, brother. Go look at the interview. So all I asked you was a simple, bro. All I asked you was Clay is asking you a simple question.
What did you ask me?
We are asking you a simple question, and you
were refusing. What you asked me, bro?
What I asked you is if
it
was.
Ask me, because Blue, you'll say you asked somebody, so you ain't asked me nothing, Blue.
All right, let me ask you. I'm going to ask you. All right. Here's the question. The question is, if it was all up to Terrence Crawford, would he have fought Jamel Charlo next for Jamel Charlo's titles? Would that have been the next fight after Errol Spence if it was up to Terrence?
Okay, 100% fact. Yeah, true.
That's the question I asked you, right?
Thank you.
That's the question I asked you. So the point of me asking you that is because you said we're not demanding, and no other fighter is having tough fights back to back to back, and I'm debunking that notion, right? Because Terrence Crawford, Because Terrence Crawford was attempting to do it. You said Tank Davis. You said I'm holding Tank Davis to a standard that I'm not holding everybody else. I'm asking him to fight tough fights back to back. That's what you said. That's how we got on this conversation. And then I said,
so you just gave credit for asking. You gave credit for acting. You actually gave a fact. You made this a whole fact that now Terrence Crawford just fought 2 fights back to back because he acts like that's.
Bro, are you,
bro? That's wild, my bro.
My guy. Are you not paying?
I'm taking your word for it, bro.
You're not listening. You're not paying attention.
You just said.
You're not paying attention, brother. I'm saying this, right?
Oh my God! You call everybody 1 + 1 = 2, and then you go.
You ready to listen, great brother? The point is, I said to you you said I don't ask that of Devin Haney, and you said it's my boy. And so the point I'm making to you is, if you're quick to speak and slow to listen, that's why you don't understand what I'm talking about.
But Blue,
Listen
you
to what
said something that I didn't say just now. You want me to slow? You want me to slow? You said
you
quick. You
you
said
just said that I'm holding
oh,
Tank Davis to a standard. You said I'm asking Tank Davis to fight tough fights back to. That's how we got here, brother. What are you talking about?
Blue. I didn't word none of that like that, Blue. You just really just made that up just now, Blue. Because and then plus when it came about Devin Haney being your boy, I didn't even approach it like that.
Okay.
I was talking because you cut me off when I said that. Because what I was about to say, Devin Haney is your boy, and I understand why you was going so hard when it came to Tank and Devin Haney. But I said it just blew my mind that when it came to Shakur Stevenson, like you just didn't see it 50-50. You didn't talk about both sides or nothing. You just straight start attacking Tank. That's why I was going with that. But Blue, you cut me off, and we got all the way here. Like, so now you gonna say I'm lying about that too? Like, bro, I'm a regular dude just like you too. I think just like you too. We just on the other side of the camera.
Brother, you
know,
are not, brother, you are not paying attention. Go back and rewind this, brother, and then you see, brother, because you just clearly agree.
Okay,
you're jumping around. You be, and
hey,
this is the reason, and this is the reason why
you jumping around where?
This is the reason why you go down the rabbit hole.
What I'm doing wrong?
You're doing it again. This is the reason why you go down the rabbit hole is because you're trying to defend and so you're jumping around and you're not paying attention to what you're saying because you're just trying to grasp for anything in defense. What you said was to start this off before you even got to saying Devin Haney was my boy. You said to me that Tank Davis is being held to a different standard, and this is why the people are getting mad. And I started by saying I don't care what the people say about me being biased. Right, and then you said, "Well, Tank." You said, "Brother, stop." Then you said, "This is what you said." You said, "Well, you heard me say fighters shouldn't have grueling fights back to back to back," and I said Tank didn't have grueling fights back to back to back. Tank fought Frank Martin two out of his last 3 fights were tune-up type of fights. That's how we got here, brother. And then I said, then you said, who you know been doing that? And then I said, Devin Haney did this, and this, and then called out Tank. You said he ain't never called Tank, ain't never turned it down. You're not even paying attention to what you're saying because you're so busy trying to defend the situation.
Blue, you already on defense.
That's what you
From
said.
the time I said who I was going for.
Okay, Clay,
let's be real about it because Blue, like if you didn't,
how did we get here, people? Clay, Clay,
Blue, you really, Blue, you just twist all my and Clay, please don't be that. Blue, Clay, I know you too, Clay.
You make it, hey, great brother.
I know where you live, brother.
I love you, great brother. I love you, great brother.
But Clay, all right. But Blue, you know, I'm not one of the ones that just say anything, and you know I ain't say none of that. You just said.
Yes, you are. No, yes, you are, brother. You just said. You don't even know what you just, bro. You don't even know what you just said. Go back and rewatch it.
No.
Go back and rewatch it, and tomorrow then you can tell me if that's what you said, brother. That's what you said. That's how I even got here, bro. That's how I got here.
Blue, look, you about to make me swear. Blue, I put this on everything, son. How we got to the point about
don't do it.
Devin Haney being your boy.
Don't do it. Don't put it up. Bro, you just excluded a whole brother. You just excluded. Bro, you erased everything to the point where you just blind to everything you said up until you saying when Devin Haney's my boy. Brother, how did we get there?
All right, so that's what I'm saying. We was talking about all that. But I'm talking about the way you tried to say it as the way I twisted that in it. When I jumped on a whole nother conversation was about you being Devin Haney boy. I was going somewhere.
It didn't matter. The point is how we got. It don't matter because the point is how we got to the point of you saying Devin Haney's my boy. You were saying, but the point is you tried to paint a picture that nobody has these grueling fights.
No,
you said. I remember you saying that these fighters shouldn't have grueling fights back to back to back. That's what you said, brother. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I said that part. Yeah.
Right. And
when I said that,
why you said that I'm holding Tank to a different standard than everybody else, and I said when you look at. Okay, never mind, bro.
I didn't say a different standard. I didn't say a different thing. You trying to make me say something I didn't say. That's what the whole video for. That is like you said. So
You said
right
that
now it don't even matter.
You
Like,
said
so
that
we can go back and look at that. I'll fix that later. If I'm wrong, I'll come back up here and say, Blue, you know what, bro? You was 100% right. But if I do, wait,
right.
And look, and when I see that I'm right, I ain't gonna even want to bring it up to you, Blue.
No, you
I'm
gonna
show
bring
that
it up
much.
you
Like,
got to
okay, because I know you don't like to lose. You don't like to lose,
bro.
You don't like to lose,
bro. Lose where? How am I losing?
That's what I'm just saying, Blue. I'm telling you, I know what I said. I'm dead ass, bro. Dead. I know what I said. All I'm trying to say, when I go back and look at it, if I'm wrong, Blue, I got no problem come up here. Dead ass. I got no problem come up here and saying,
okay,
hey, yo, Blue, yo, you know what? I looked at that, yo, because look, it's not like we arguing anyway. We was talking about something, and I seen it from my point. So my point, just because I'm seeing it from my point and you seeing it from your point, that don't mean that your point is right and mine is just wrong.
There's no point, brother. Yo, see, this is what y'all try to. This is what you like to do. This is what like to do, right?
Well, look what you just said, Blue. What did I just do just now to make you say this is what y'all trying to do?
Because you speaking for everybody else. When you came in, you said that.
I'm speaking for myself. Hey, Clay, how many times I said that?
Okay,
Since I've been coming on, since yesterday, the day before that.
You're going to have to rewind it again because you.
No, I'm saying, Clay.
This is why everybody think that you biased. This is
know,
why everybody get mad.
But Clay, don't I always end it off and say, but I'm talking about myself. I said, but I can see how everybody else. I can see why everybody was thinking. I said, but for myself, I always.
Yeah, but you said this is why everybody's getting upset.
Man, for a whole bunch of dudes that I don't even know.
You said this is why everybody's getting upset, and I said I don't care what everybody thinks.
I said I can see why. I can see why, Blue. Because you know when you're talking to you, Blue, you gotta really say. I gotta be careful what I say out my mouth because you hold people for every little word. I swear to God, Blue. If I don't say the correct.
Absolutely, I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Correct.
You
will break that down, Blue.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold you accountable. Just like
Yep. But Blue, every time somebody say something,
be careful what you say. I tell you, be careful what you say. Be careful what you say, because I'm gonna use it against you.
What you say?
I said, what I tell you before you come on. I tell you before you come on here, be careful what you say, because I'm gonna use it against you. Because see, here's the thing.
No, hey, look, you know what?
Truth is always going to be feelings, bro.
Let me give you,
facts is always going to be over
let me
feelings.
give you a props for that. And look, I give you a props for that. Like, but that's just who you is, bro. And like, once look, like for real, you really. Look, Blue, I'm 40 years old. Look, check this out. Look.
You got to remember this. Facts is always going to trump feelings. I'm not coming from a place of, see, y'all try to make.
I get what you said. I'm not in my feelings.
No, this is what happens. Y'all try to, this is what happens, right, Clay? They try to make me out to be a hater or dislike Tank Davis or this, and this, right? But the facts is going to trump the feelings, bro. So all I'm doing is giving you what he said out his mouth and the actual facts. I didn't say nothing about my opinion. That's yours opinion. That's yours feelings. My thing is, my feelings is for the sport of boxing in totality. Your feelings is for one specific fighter. So guess what? The fighters are the ones that make y'all look ridiculous. Because the fight, you come out and be like,
so if I go for
this what happens. Y'all will come out, he too small to fight at this weight, guys. So then, okay, well, he too small to fight this weight class. Then why is he fighting this guy at that weight class? Right. Well, because the money is. You got an excuse. That's a feeling, bro. The fact remains is this:
what my grandmother would say to you?
Right. What's good?
What my grandmother would say to you?
She gonna say, "I'll live a long time." What's good for the goose?
No.
It has to be good for the gander, man. Well,
you know what my grandmother would say to you, Blue?
But she gonna say, "I'm gonna live a long
time." I ain't saying like, come on, Clay. Stop trying to grab. You gotta stop. Stop. That was
she gonna say, "I live a long time."
Hey, yo, look. Hey, Blue. No. Yeah, she'll say that too. Definitely. That's 100%. She'll tell you you gonna outlive the kids. She gonna tell you all that. But you know what else she'll tell you?
What's she gonna say? What's she gonna say?
She'll say straight up, Blue blood, you being judgmental. You being judgmental. Straight like that.
God
Straight
bless
like
your
that.
grandmother,
Hey,
bro. God
I
bless
promise
her.
you. Hey, true story. I want to
I
come kick it
promise
with
you.
you,
I
bro.
promise.
True story. I want to come kick it with you, bro. On some real, on the real, all jokes aside. I want to come kick it with you, bro.
Nah, you cool as hell. I like Carl
Yeah,
Brown.
all
Man.
facts.
Hear that? Yeah.
All facts. But hey,
And you
great,
know what's crazy?
let's get to the, we gotta get to the next joint. All right, great brother.
You say it again, Blue.
I said
Say
we
it
got.
again.
I said we got. I got to get to the next joint, next topic, so we about to get off.
So I go to
Yeah.
the next one.
Yeah.
All right.
All
And
right.
yo, like I said, man, y'all know, no matter what, and like spare people sometimes, because like it's some people that really don't know. Like some people that's really going off of what they heard, and we all know that. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we gotta spare some of them. Like, and like we may disagree, but I'm pretty sure when I talk to you and you talk to me, you understand that I gotta blame that work. And I understand the same for y'all too. We
That's
may
why I
be
just said. That's
disagreeing
why I
on
said.
a lot of things, but
That's
it's
why I
true.
said. All things aside, like I truly, I really want to come kick it with you, bro. I know we have super fun, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Dead ass.
No
Dead
deal.
ass, man. Word.
For sure. All right, my guy.
Dead ass. Just let me know, bro. Like
Yeah, for sure.
like I said, I got family in New. But I'm gonna hit y'all up. I just jump on tomorrow.
All right.
My kid's about to get out.
All right, great
No
brother.
doubt.
All right.
Fun.
Yeah, I like kicking it with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You can see he be getting in his thoughts when you ask him the questions. He like, I already know the answer, but I already know it's a setup though. Because as soon as I say yes, he got something else he coming with. So he's trying to derail. He's trying to derail the momentum of the train, right? You know, he's trying to derail the momentum. Like, come on, answer it, man.
I want to go to a fight with him, bro.
Yeah,
for real. I know we turn up. Cerebral One brother in the super chat. He said, hey, Blue and Clay, been a minute, wanted to show love. Blessings to you, King.
Salute.
My brother Jay Smith, what's up, family? Hey, Clay, so Brian Norman, Brian Norman, I want to talk about these two things real quick.
Yeah, let's talk.
It's supposed to be 5 announcements, right? 5 dates, I want to say, right?
With the PBC?
With the PBC.
All right.
Who you want to see headline those 5 dates?
You talking about matchups or just a fighter? Matchups.
Main event and co-main event. If you
a co-main event. 5 events. 5 events.
So that's 10. That's 10 in total.
No cross promotion. Just PBC.
It don't even matter because Turkey making it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So it could be cross promotion.
Yeah.
So all right, man. I'll be honest with you. I would love to see Tim Tszyu versus Virgil Ortiz for sure. I don't know if they want to put that as a co-headline or its own event, a headline event. I'd like to see Mario Barrios. I'd like to see the welterweight division get some love and see Mario Barrios go at it with Stanionis. You know what I'm saying? And get a unification title fight going on over there.
And that's one card.
Yeah, I would think Tim Tszyu, Virgil Ortiz, and then let's get a welterweight. Let's get a Mario Barrios, a Stanionis unification title fight over there for the co-main event. Then another card would definitely be, without a doubt, Tank Davis fighting. I'm not going to say Shakur because we know what that situation is looking at right now for this year. So let's say Tank Davis fighting either Lomachenko or. That's what I want to see. Tank Davis and Lomachenko. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. David Benavidez. I'd like to see him and either David Morrell go at it. You know what I'm saying? Him and David Morrell, or challenge for a better Bivol winner. But I think be honest with you, I'd much rather see them fight each other than see him fight better than the Bivol winner. I'd want to see David Morrell and David Benavidez, 175. Let's see. Man, you caught me off guard. I got to really put my mind to the test right now. Let's see. Let's see Errol Spence. I really don't want to see Errol Spence and Sebastian Fundora. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to really see that fight. I'd rather see Errol Spence. It would be interesting? Errol Spence and Jamel Charlo would be crazy.
You were in the zone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was talking to my son.
What would be crazy in and maybe a fantasy fight under the description that people had it earlier would be a Errol Spence and a Jamel Charlo. That would be a crazy fight. But if that fight didn't go through, maybe Errol Spence and like, I don't know, man. 154. Who would I want to put him up against? I want him to be up there. Maybe like a Charles Conwell or something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like a Charles Conwell. I don't know, man. I'm strapped. You caught me off guard, man. I really got to think about this, man. I don't know. He said Spence and Fundora. I don't want to see Spence and Fundora, bro. But I mean, let's get it done. But I don't think Spence should get in there Fundora. I want to see him with a tune-up, some sort of a tune-up fight. I know he don't want to do tune-up fights, but I just think Fundora is a complicated fight. I'd like to see Terrence. Terrence ain't PBC with. I'm trying to find a PBC fighter to line him up with. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna leave it there. You let me know because you gave me a lot. 10 fights. It's hard for me to come up with 10 fights, bro.
How many you got right there?
I got like 4.
So I want to see. I'm interested in Spence versus Fundora.
Okay.
I mean, I'm actually interested in anything Spence do because I just want to see how he bounce back.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? So a fight that I really would like to see Spence have, if he's not fighting Fundora, is Spence versus Lubin.
Okay.
Right. I want to see Spence versus either Lubin or Fundora. And then on the co-main event, I would like to see Tim Tszyu versus Virgil Ortiz. But am I mistaken? Did Tim Tszyu and Bakmaran Mataliev, did that get canceled or something?
No, that's a fight that's happening.
Yeah, that's happening, right? So
yeah, that's happening on the free card. That's supposed to be their first free card,
right?
Next month,
right? So
October.
Scratch that. So scratch that. I want to see Jamel Charlo versus
match him off.
Virgil Ortiz.
Okay.
Give me Jamel Charlo versus Virgil Ortiz.
Mm-hmm.
Errol Spence versus either or, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see. That's one card. That's main event and co-main event, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I want Tank and Dennis Baranchik,
mm-hmm.
right? And the co-main for that, you can give me Barrios versus Stanionis unification.
Word.
Right? 2 unification bouts.
Right.
So that's 2 cards. Another card I would like to see I put Errol Spence. So let me get I want to see Canelo and Benavidez. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And the co-main for that would be a showdown between I want to see El Rayo versus Pitbull Cruz rematch because I'm hearing that they had a rematch clause.
They had a clause?
That's what I'm hearing. Pitbull's team is saying that. If not, I would like to see Jermaine Ortiz and El Rayo. I like that fight. Jermaine Ortiz and El Rayo is the co-main event, right? That's 3 cards, right? So I got 2 more. I want to see but now we know Canelo more than likely won't fight him, right?
Right.
So let's say Canelo doesn't fight David Benavidez, then another card, remove David Benavidez. I believe the reality is we'll get Canelo versus Jamal Charlo. If not, I would like to see Jamal Charlo versus what's dude name at 160.
Janabek.
Janabek. Jamal Charlo versus Janabek. And let me get Frank Martin versus Keyshawn Davis, if possible.
Ooh, yeah. Frank Martin went to 140 though. I'm hearing rumors that he's going to 140. He's
moving up.
That's what I'm hearing.
So if Frank Martin moving up, give me El Rayo versus Frank Martin.
That's what Frank Martin supposedly was calling out El Rayo. I think that's what he wants to do.
I'll take that. Right.
What's up with these fighters coming up from defeats, knockouts, and going into title shots in the next division? Anyway,
that's boxing.
Yeah. Yep.
Right. Then give me so that's 4 cards, right? Now give me I want I would go David Benavidez versus the winner Artur Dimitri Bivol.
Okay.
Right. And
well, that can't happen this year though.
Well, then it's not just for this year. It's going to spread out 5 days.
Oh, right? I thought it was going to the end of the year.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no. It's just 5 dates overall.
Okay.
Right. So now give me I want that the main event, and that guy. I like Caleb Plant versus Jaime Munguia, but I also like my man to get his shot at the title. If Rayo's not fighting Frank Martin, give me Ishmael Barroso because he deserved his opportunity versus Rayo or Frank Martin.
Those are good. Those are good fights, bro.
Right. Those are fights I want. You know what I'm saying?
Good fights.
Those are the fights that I would love, man.
No doubt.
And
Cruz,
if
that's top ranked business.
Yeah, that's another thing. If we can't get David Benavidez, so give me David Benavidez, David Morrell.
Yeah, I want to see those two fight. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
Yeah, I'll take David Morrell and Caleb Plant as well.
Yeah, you mean go back to 168?
Oh yeah, that's right. He moved up. I forgot.
Yeah, he up there. He holding. He holding a regular WBA title up there right now.
Yeah. So that's what I would want to see. You know what I'm saying?
What about T.O., man? You don't want to see T.O. involved? No, get over there.
I was just going solely off of PBC.
That's what I'm saying. Like, could he be matched up with anybody at PBC to make a big fight? Or just solely PBC?
El Rayo unification.
Definitely. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking of El Rayo, Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Got to give us that unification. You know what I'm saying? J Pitty City, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on us in the super chat. WBO just ordered Fundora versus Crawford. This is interesting. Does Fundora vacate for Spence? He's going to vacate. I told you guys this was coming.
Yeah, he's going to let it go. He's going to do what the PBC wants him to do.
J Pitty, remember I keep telling you guys what I keep saying in my videos. Soon, Terrence Crawford will be the WBO WBA champion because he's going to let that belt go.
Big facts.
He's going to let that belt go. That's nothing new. You know what I mean? So those are the fights I want. Now, Jerron Ennis, Brian Norman Jr., man. November 9th, bro. Clay, we got to go, bro.
Is it solid? Is it done? I'm down. I'm there.
It's almost done.
I'm there, bro. That's a fact. We get that out the way early. As soon as that's booked, let me know that's done. Yep. Definitely, I'm there with you.
Hop, skip, and the jump for us.
You're right there. No problems, bro. That's a fact. I'm there.
We in Philly.
I'm waiting on it. I've been saying that. I'm waiting on it, man. I'm like, that's the one. That's gonna be the one, bro.
We in Philly.
I didn't go to the last one, last one he had in Philly, but I was like, Avenesian. But this one, yeah, bro.
We there. Did I see the Queen Karma Serene in the building? I could have sworn I seen her.
No, she was definitely in the building for a little minute. I seen her.
I was going back with Carl. Blessings to the Queen Karma Serene, man.
Definitely peace to the Queen.
AK, sure. It looked like it's gonna be November 9th.
That's a fact.
It looked like November 9th. And AK, I'll probably be out in the shot in October.
What's going on out there? Or just out there in business?
My tattoo artist out there.
Okay. Oh, you go out there to get your ink in Chicago?
Yeah. He got skills, bro.
Yeah.
He got
Yeah.
skills. But let's get our last words and get up out of here.
Man, look, man, great show. You know what I'm saying? Fun as usual. You know what I mean? Just building on this boxing. Yeah, you know what I mean? Best fight the best. You know, try to be unbiased, man. And you know what I want to leave everybody with? Let's start showing these fighters a little bit more respect, man. Let's not be so quick to kick these dudes back in, because these conversations are cool and everything like that. But at the end of the day, I said it last night, I really believe like the professional boxing space has disconnected from the fan base. I think the fan base has gotten really casual and gotten really comfortable with playing with their money, playing with their business, have their mouths in conversations that have nothing to do with them, and they don't focus enough on the fights being made and off the best fighting the best. So I try to encourage everybody, you know what I'm saying, to take that into consideration, man, and focus more on getting the best fights and making sure that you holding these fighters and these promotional companies to the task of knowing that they owe you something for the money you're going to pay them, that they, you know, there's a product that you're expecting from them and you expect to see that, and, you know, demand the best, fight the best at all times, man.
Yes, sir. Salute. AK said, I'm coming to Philly then. Say less. Say less.
Oh, we all going to be out there, man.
For sure.
For sure, man. Oh, y'all haven't subscribed, take the time to go and subscribe to the channel. I think we're going up live tonight. I'm not too sure right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna hold you. I think me and wifey probably gonna be chilling. So we might not be on live tonight. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah,
I'm gonna do with my wife. Look, she right here.
I ain't gonna hold you. That might be the case for me this evening. You know what I'm saying? But look out for the next live sub to the channel. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'll be here tomorrow to build again. You know what I mean? And appreciate you guys, man. Thank you.
Salute to Bajan, brother, in the super chat, dropping that cinco. Honest in the super chat. When they start mandating champs to fight other champs, and why don't they do it in all weight classes? Well, here's the thing, right? With that, Yoni Craft TV, what's up, family? Here's the thing with that, right, Bajan? The thing with that is that Terrence Crawford originally, it's a unique situation because he originally petitioned for the WBO, and then Sebastian Fundora said he's gonna fight Errol Spence. They was gonna strip Sebastian Fundora, right? And Terrence Crawford was gonna fight for the unified WBO and WBA belt against Israel Majamov. But then Sebastian Fundora cited an injury as to why he couldn't fight his mandatory. So what they did was they just appointed the fight as the interim champion, and then held Sebastian Fundora. Okay, well, Crawford's still fighting Majamov, and if you don't vacate your belt, if you don't fight him, you're going to be stripped. You understand? Because all you did was prolong, because he was going to be stripped anyway. So it's similar situation, Bijan, that remember Canelo Alvarez fought against, who was that? Liam Smith, right?
Liam Smith,
Caleb Smith.
No, remember not Caleb. Yeah, it was Caleb. Yeah, it was Caleb.
Remember, he fought for the vacant WBC title and Caleb Smith's WBA title,
right?
Because David Benavidez was stripped of the WBC. So in that case, David Benavidez, WBC just stripped him. So they went ahead and fought for the vacant WBC and Caleb Smith's WBA. In this case, in order not to be stripped, because it was going to be the same exact situation, right? It would have been two belts. The right. WBO, really, Crawford is the WBO champion, and
right. The WBC. He was going
to and unify, but they just said for the vacant belts in respect for the actual champion in Israel Majamov, right? And so with that case with David Benavidez had no choice. He was already stripped. And so in this case, Sebastian Fundora, what they did was they tried to pull a fast one to say, well, he's injured. He can't fight. Right. He's injured. And then he cited an injury, and it proved to be true. So he's actually suspended until September 17th. So what happened was he was going to, they tried to hold on to the belt, because what happened was Turkey out of sheet, they trying to get that bag. So remember, that's why what's his name? Samson Lickwick is like, hold on, we waiting for Turkey to contact us and Terrence Crawford to petition us. You know what I'm saying? Because they want that bag. You know what I'm saying? initially they didn't think that Turkey was going to hand out these bags like he was. And remember, they were saying, "Well, Terrence Crawford, you ain't gonna get no money fighting Terrence Crawford. The money's in fighting Errol Spence." And then once they seen Turkey was handing out that bag in real time, in real life, then they was like, "Oh, wait a minute, Turkey backing Terrence Crawford, we could get the bag from him, so we'll stay the champion." You know what I'm saying? Because what it is now, it's an even bigger fight for Terrence Crawford, for Turkey Al-Sheikh to get behind, because it's 3 belts on the line. It would be the WBC, WBO from Fundora and Terrence Crawford's WBA title.
Right.
But now they ain't on the same page, because Fundora is still saying, "Oh, I want to fight Errol Spence." His team is like, "You need to fight Crawford and get this bag." But he's like, "I want to fight Errol Spence." So now it got to the point where the WBO is like, "Hey, we told you this was coming. Y'all gotta make a decision." You know what I'm saying? The problem is that now the ball is in Terrence Crawford court.
Yep.
Because he in the win-win situation now.
He doing it all. He has a mandatory to the WBC, courtesy of Mauricio Suleiman. He has a mandatory for the WBO, right? Yep. So he got all right to fight the winner of that fight, as well as fight Sebastian Fundora. Like, he has the right to fight Sebastian Fundora for the WBO title right now, and he has the right to fight the winner of Sebastian Fundora and Errol Spence for the WBC title, because he has that mandatory up next.
He got the mandatory.
His cards are lined up because they have him as a champion in recess at 147 and put him as a mandatory for the WBC title. So he's in the conversation. They really, in my opinion, they're trying to line up that Errol Spence Terrence Crawford rematch. In my opinion, that's what it looks like they're trying to do.
Well, that and the fact that they see a bag in Fundora. He no disrespect to Fundora, but he's also, not only is he a champion and he's a real fighter, but he's also a sideshow, because he's 6'6", fighting at 154 pounds, and the Towering Inferno, and people want to see this dude. And he gets a huge Mexican fan base in Texas. They put it in Texas. Errol Spence obviously have a fan base there. You want to see how Errol Spence bounce back. There's a lot of intrigue there. It makes sense. You know what I mean? Errol Spence first fight back after the Terrence Crawford fight. He getting ready to fight a dude 6'6". You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a storyline. You know what I mean? And so they want to, try to cater to that. You know what I mean? They want to cater to that. And so with that said, you know what I mean? But again, Terrence Crawford is sitting pretty.
They try to get him off his square, but he just keep on being a step ahead of him. I know they mad. They don't like to hear that, but
yeah, he winning.
Keep winning.
He winning. He winning either which way. So that's what happened with that, bro. That's why this is playing out the way it's playing out. If Terrence Crawford was already a champion, for instance, Bakram Matalia of Tim Tszyu, the winner of that fight, Terrence Crawford ain't gonna be the mandatory for that fight. He have to agree. They have to agree, come to an agreement. In this case, one of the belts was vacant in the unification bout. That's what allows the mandatory position.
Big facts.
Yes, sir. Just appreciate you, Clay. We up tomorrow. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow us on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. So all we got for y'all. We gone. Peace. See y'all tomorrow. And we'll be on time tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.
Early. Peace.
Peace.